We're going to do more Zelda tonight. We're going to do 2 temples, and we're going to do the Shadow Temple, and we're going to do the Spirit Temple. And we're going to do both temples. That's the plan. That's the goal, which I think can be done. I think we can manage it. So we're in the Shadow Temple. Well, not right now because we're on a screen, but loading our 100% legitimate save state. We're now in the Shadow Temple. Very quickly. This dog. Just laying right across everything. See, I do this and then it just bumps the camera all out of whack. Yeah, whatever. Close enough. Okay. Spooky temple time. Devlin, you're so cute, but I need I need my hands to this. Into the mouth. I was thinking a lot about kind of older games and how there's so many more games now than when we/I was younger. What am I trying to do here? Bombs. And it just like got me thinking about the fact that we're so lucky with the amount of games that we have nowadays. And also like so cursed with the amount of games that we have nowadays because there's so many different games vying for our attention. Whereas like back in the day, we only had a couple choices at any given time, whether that was because we were children and had limited finances or because there just weren't that many releases. But it kind of made me wonder, like, there are still a lot of older games that I never played, and there's even more newer games that I haven't played. But like, what of those games, what did I miss out on? Like, because they were kind of underrated. And I can think of a couple that I played that I really enjoyed that I don't think got their fair shake, and one of those is definitely Kirby Air Ride for the GameCube. Because it's not a racing game, per se. Like, it is, but it isn't. But it's also not like a traditional Kirby game at the same time. So it kind of is in between categories of games, and I don't think that it really did all that well in terms of sales. So I don't know. I'm always surprised when I see someone talking about it and being like that they really liked it, because I kind of feel like I was one of the few. Yeah, you and me, Practical, I know. I feel like no one else really knew about that game, but I've found a surprising number of people who also played it and also loved it. And I think it's just kind of one of those that has a cult following behind it, and I wish that they would do something with it, you know, something new. Because they could do a lot of cool stuff with the city trial mode. I just don't think that they will, unfortunately. But who knows? Maybe. Nintendo makes some choices sometimes, both good and questionable. I think that... I'm trying to think, there was another game aside from Kirby Air Raid. Edwin, you know who that is. You know who that is. Go get it. What a dork. I was trying to think of a couple other games that were kind of like not as well known. And my brain wants to say like, Hey You Pikachu and Pokemon Channel, but I feel like you can't say that about any Pokemon game, and it feels a little weird to even say that about Kirby because they're still like major Nintendo IPs, right? But I think that Hey You Pikachu was underrated in the sense of what it tried to do with the technology. So like, not that it's a not known game, but it was trying to do like voice activation stuff at a time when you had to plug in a little microphone to your N64, and it didn't really work super great. It worked good enough. Kid me loved it, and that could be a fun one to actually break out the N64 to try and play again. But yeah, like I'm what other kind of underrated games are there that, you know, might have been missed? There's plenty of modern ones, but I'm thinking kind of like older, more retro, like I guess, well, Wii is not really retro, but kind of like the Wii and GameCube era and earlier of games. I feel like there's a lot of JRPG games that probably kind of fit into that boat that some people have played and really, really loved, but weren't super well-known or popular, or they just were not very well-known. Legend of Dragoon. I've heard you talk about that one a lot. Was that a PS1 game? Why not do a playthrough of that on stream? That would be cool. That's like a really your traditional big 60-hour JRPG multi-disc kind of game, wasn't it? PlayStation. Yeah, that's totally what I'm thinking. I feel like Legend of Dragoon though comes up a lot, but it's also not. I think it was competing with like the Final Fantasies of that time, right? So it probably, you know, maybe not as underrated, but a little like easily missed because there were a lot of bigger JRPG hits. But that was 4 discs. That's wild to me, thinking about a game that's on 4 discs. And there were a couple even later ones that were pretty good. It's like a cult classic, if you like. That makes sense. That sounds about right. Hear about Chrono Trigger and Final Fantasy more. Yeah, definitely. Chrono Trigger was, I think Chrono Cross was maybe around that time, the quote-unquote sequel. I don't know if it's a direct sequel or a spiritual successor. I have to admit, I've never actually played Chrono Trigger or Chrono Cross. But I know that they're really good games. I've also I've not played very many Final Fantasy games. I played Final Fantasy 3, and I played Final Fantasy, a little bit of Final Fantasy 7. So I'm by no means a Final Fantasy aficionado, but I know it's a real big deal. I think that I was just very selective with my JRPGs. I did the Golden Suns. I think the thing was, well, I didn't have a PlayStation. So like that, I had a PlayStation 1 and I had like Spyro. Ooh. Interesting underrated game though that just popped into my head on my PlayStation 1. I had Q*bert, Spyro, and this game called Eternal Eyes. And Eternal Eyes was kind of like a like grid-based Final Fantasy Tactics sort of game where you have your units and you move them around the grid and you attack, and that kind of like turn-based deal. Except that you got, oh, I just fell off the map. That's a big setback in this room. Big setback. So Eternal Eyes was like big in-depth JRPG story. I don't actually know if I ever finished it, so that might be an interesting one to revisit at some point. And your allies were monsters that you got in battle. So you'd defeat monsters and there was like a random chance, I think, of you getting them on your team or something like that. But I believe that it had like persistent death as well. So like if you lost a monster in the game, or like if you lost the monster in a battle, they were gone and you had to replace them, I think. Kind of how I remember it being. But it was pretty cool. It was pretty unique. And I think I just liked the Pokemon-esque getting monsters on your team. You just recovered memory of me playing that. I remember I really liked it. I just don't remember how much of it I ended up playing. Like XCOM. Yeah, I suppose so. You get to, you don't have to recruit new, well, you do recruit new people, but I think you get the monsters in Eternal Eyes from like the missions you're in, and then you have a chance to like pick some of them at the end. That was definitely one. Now that I'm talking about this, more coming back to me from other games. On the DS, there was a game called Lost Magic, and that game is single-handedly responsible for the destruction of my touchscreen. But it was one of the few games that really used the touchscreen in a great way, and you like drew magic spells on the touchscreen with the stylus, and it was like a real-time combat sort of game that I don't even think time would freeze when you were drawing spells. You'd bring up the little like spell screen, and I think maybe time would slow down a little bit or something. But you'd have to draw the runes, and it would start out with like basic rune shapes, and then it would get more complicated, and you did like different combos of different rune shapes. to do different spells. Like there's like, if you did like light and fire, you would do like, I don't know, a fire laser spell or something kind of like that. And that was a really cool one. Hey Mary, welcome in. How are you doing? How's the rest of your evening been going? I also absolutely love this game. Ocarina of Time is my favorite. We're just chatting a little bit about like kind of some classic underrated games. If you have any that you feel like were kind of underrated, eat a bunch of pesto pasta. Yes, I love me some pesto pasta. Truly one of my favorite pastas. Although there's not a lot of pasta I don't like. I really like tortellini. We get like this tortellini that is, it's like a dry tortellini, so it doesn't have to be refrigerated, but it's very good. It's kind of our like go-to when we need just like a quick dinner, because the longest part of the dinner process is like boiling the water. But yeah, it's good stuff. Okay, I need to not fall through the floor here, because there is a something. But yeah, I'm doing good. Having a good evening. You missed Dublin. He was in here and he got perturbed by some noise outside of the room and he left. But yeah, just going through. I don't know if I'm going to do 100% on this Zelda playthrough. I've been thinking about it, and the thought of having to get all the Skulltulas is not something that I'm really loving, but I want to do randomized runs of this game in the future, and I feel like I should probably know where the Skulltula locations are, because that would probably help, so. But yeah, I was, underrated games, I was talking about Lost Magic for the DS. And it reminded me, because Eternal Eyes, you get little monster friends, and you get little monster friends in Lost Magic as well. And you can like build a team of like, they have like, little wolves and bats and things like that. And they have different abilities that you can kind of combine and enhance, I guess, like they level up with you. And so you build your team of like 3 monsters, and then when you're on the map point, there's enemy monsters that you fight, but you draw spells on the DS screen. And it was super fun and super unique, and like I was saying, I feel like it's one of the few games that really put a lot of action into the drawing of spells and the ruining of my DS screen. But, oh man. But it was very fun, and I only ever played it once. I still have it though. But it's kind of just like games that you don't see talked about a whole lot. There was another kind of off-the-wall one from, I think it was actually a Bandai game, or like published by Bandai, called Lunar Nights. And it was a weird, wacky game in which you're like in the future, and the bad guys are trying to do some weird weather control stuff, and you have to like save the world and stop the weather control thing happening. But it was like futuristic and also kind of fantasy at the same time. But it was sort of set up like kind of like an isometric top-down. What am I trying to think of? It's not like Mega Man, but maybe if Mega Man was like kind of top-down. There's some game that I'm trying to think of that it's like, and I can't quite place it. But it was pretty cool. I beat that one once as well, but that was a really like long game. It's one of the games that has a lot of like replayability, because it's got points and scoring. So you do the level and you get a score based on like how good or not good you did. Oh, I missed an invisible chest up there, didn't I? That was a pretty fun one. Did I just miss that chest? No, I hit the switch. There's what we need. We need the key. There's another game. Oh, it had a really long title. It's so funny because I have all of these games sitting in my closet over here. And I made a list because I am a nerd. I made an Excel spreadsheet list of all of the like retro games that I have to just kind of catalog them because they're all sitting in bins. And I realized that there's a ton that don't have cases. Like pretty much any handheld game. So all of the like DS, Game Boy Advance games, I didn't keep the cases for because I wasn't thinking about wanting to keep the cases for them. But there's a website that does like replica cases that are like the hard shell plastic cases. And so I initially went through all of my games to kind of determine which of those needed cases so that I could, oh, just walk up the spikes there, youch. Because then I could determine how many cases I would need to buy. It turns out I have about 115 game cases I need to get, I think. And I have like close to 200 games total. A lot of the GameCube and Wii games, I have all the cases for those. But like Super Nintendo and 64, Game Boy Advance, Game Boy, DS, those are the ones that I don't have cases for. But I want to be able to like actually, I don't know, display them somewhere. But I don't want to have the game just, you know, sitting out because that isn't quite the same thing as having a game case on a shelf. So. Lens of truth. We're lens truthers in this here stream. I think I came in here one time in a randomizer. Why do they keep giving me blue rupees? It's so mean. It's like, oh, is this a key? No. Enjoy some money you can't fit in your pockets. I also totally just like sidetracked myself talking about the games because I was thinking about the fact that I had all the game cases. What was I talking? Oh, it was there's a game for the GameCube. Oh, I've got two now. See, I have a lot. I need to make a list of all of these games that I'm like, I think people could enjoy these and they should be played again. And maybe I should stream some of them as well. One was I want to just say Zelda-like, because I don't know how else to describe it. It was, I think, called Sphinx and the Cursed Mummy. It was like a THQ game, and very, you know, here are your dungeons, all of that kind of stuff. But the main mechanic was you were the Sphinx person who could actually do damage to enemies and, like, actually, you know, defeat things. But you could change into, I can't remember if you could freely switch forms or if it was like at certain points you could switch forms, but you could switch into the Cursed Mummy and you would be invincible to all forms of damage. So like some of the puzzles are like get through this fire room, but halfway through you have to like fight some enemies or do something. And so you kind of were switching back and forth, maybe a little bit like Minish Cap in terms of just having kind of the two different like small form and big form, but it's invincible mummy and not invincible, just the Sphinx guy. I don't know, I didn't play very much of that because when I had it and I was young, I was bad. I was bad at games. That key, that's a dangerous key right there, because that one will not show up on the map. And that's mean. It's a tricky mean one. And I think that's it for this room. But yeah, Sphinx and the Cursed Mummy. It also kind of like Star Fox Adventures. It was very much of that time. And Star Fox Adventures was pretty fun too. But another one I didn't finish. Honestly, I kind of didn't finish it out of... I think I did play that one later in life as well. And it was mostly because I wanted like a normal Star Fox game, kind of like Star Fox Assault. And we didn't get that until, well, Star Fox Assault, which was also a pretty good game. But anyway, Sphinx and the Cursed Mummy seemed good. Didn't play very much of it because it was challenging and I was a child. Another game for the GameCube that I feel like was underrated, Amazing Island. Amazing Island was a creature maker game, kind of like Spore, and I actually think it might have been around the time Spore was like first becoming a thing, or was a thing, or I don't know exactly the time frame of it. I'd have to journey back in my memory banks, which is Googling Wikipedia pages, basically. But Amazing Island, you made monsters to compete in minigames, and like based on how you made the monsters, determined some of their stats, but you would free draw the monsters with the control stick, like the outline of them, and you could do kind of like flat view and rotate the view of it around and everything. It was very cool. It was very cool. And I just liked the fact that you got to make monsters. Like that was my favorite part of it for sure. And then you'd have these different body types and you could attach accessories to them. And it was like goofy, quirky, silly. The music was awesome though. Great music. Oh, that's funny. Wait, can you jump, Flash? I played the Sun Song and got a fairy. But yeah, Amazing Island was really cool. The story was basically like, there's bad monsters that are trying to do bad things, and so you need to make good monsters to steal the bad gems or whatever it was away from the bad monsters and give them to the good monsters. Some sort of Infinity Stones-esque type of deal, I'm unsure. But it was fun. I had a lot of fun. I bought, and I still have a like 1024 megabyte GameCube memory card, which was really hard to find, specifically for that game, and it is full of monsters that I created. So, kind of like buying multiple memory cards for GameCube Animal Crossing so that I could have more than one town. Oh. Well, I hope there's a key in this room. I think there's 2 treasure chests. Maybe I should have Dinsed Fire. Dinsed Fire first. The designing monster stuff, did I ever play Spore? I think that there's a very good chance I played Spore some on your laptop, because you had Spore, didn't you? So there's a very, very high... Oh, he's on my back! Can't get the Gibdo off your back? Try the Sun Song, new from Ocarina. Shipping and handling sold separately. Yep, no. Why are there pots flying at me? I'm busy. Oh, you can't Z-target these bros. Oh, there we go. We played the crap out of that game. Spore. Yeah, I remember you playing it a bunch. You could give that game a spin sometime. I feel like the issue with Spore was, like, it was cool, but it quickly kind of became, like, I wanted, like, pointless. What is with these 5 rupees? What do you mean 5 rupees? All the chests, 5 rupees. Like, and I didn't play it nearly as much as you, because again, I think I only played it on your laptop. But I think that it was, I'm pretty sure that there was a point at which you're just like, you get to a point in the game and it's like, there's not a lot going on. But like the creature creation part was cool, but there wasn't a whole lot to do with them. I mean, not that there was a lot to do in Amazing Island aside from like, you know, there's like 12, 15 minigames or something, and some of them are just harder versions of previous ones. But the, you know, different sort of creature creation, that's the fun part, is just making the monsters. The game, whatever on the game is fine, but the monster creation part, that's where it's at. Oh, Demise! Yes! Oh, yeah. Okay. Yeah, Demise is a great one, which is so funny because I need to look up, because that was Declan's Demise, wasn't it? And it had like an expansion or something that I don't think we had. But Demise, like that was, I don't know, for me that was the first, first person grid-based dungeon crawler type of game that I ever played. I know Grimrock is a really big deal, and it's basically that. But I don't know how many other games did that, and it was pretty, it seemed pretty, like, novel of an idea at the time. Each phase is rather shallow in Spore, wish there was more to the space stage. I think that's what it was. I remember you complaining about the space stage where there just wasn't as much kind of going on. And it's sort of like, cool, we're here, now what? There was an expansion you never played that let you walk around, so it would be cool to play that sometime. You couldn't even walk around in Spore? What have we done here? Oh, this is just the shortcut. Okay. Demise Ascension. Okay, that's the, yeah. Which you now theoretically have, since you still have that email with the key, yeah. That was one of the other things that I purchased for you with my fancy schmancy debit card back in the day. Here's the other thing I need to do. I want to add a back in the day counter to stream. So that someone can do like, what, back in the day, BITD. Someone could do like exclamation mark BITD +1. And we can just see how many hundreds of times that phrase is said on this here internet stream broadcast. Because it's a lot. But yeah, Demise Ascension. I mean, I don't know, does that even run anymore? Can you run it in like emulation mode? Because it was for like, what, Windows Vista or something? Also, heck, I forgot to grab that. Oops. Forgot to get the Spider Bro. I can come back. Did I actually get everything else? I've been just kind of autopiloting this whole... Nope. What is that room? No, we're gonna have a problem. We're gonna have a problem. I think that there's a key that I need to get that I did not get in that unmarked room over there. Oopsie daisies. Oh, I can't jump slash because the boat is rocking up and down. Don't rock the boat. Oh, Link. Either can't jump slash or jump slash way too. Goodbye. I lost my train of thought talking about Demise, but yes. Cool game, very, very difficult. We talk about games that we were playing as a kid that are difficult. That takes the cake for things my brain could not comprehend. But it was very fun to go in and get to floor 2 and just die. Or was it floor 3 that had the petrification basilisk monster things that would just destroy you? That's good time. Grimrock looks similar, but the game flow is rather different. Maybe that's, I'm sure that we've talked about this at some point ad nauseum. But, hey, Linky, the ship is sinking. Why did you get off the ship? He also abandoned ship. He's a smart Stolfus. I wonder if this is that chicken guy that we met in the forest yesterday. There we go. Yeah, because I think I bought Grimrock 1, and I think I put it on my Steam Deck, and I think it still sits there because I just play old games all the time instead of new ones with my limited gaming time. But it definitely seems similar, but it's not the same kind of, like, you have a party and you go through a dungeon. Like, it's much more kind of like exploring a story sort of dungeon map, I guess, as opposed to like Demise was you're taking like multiple parties and kind of going through to get like further. It was more rogue-esque in that regard, I feel like, maybe, if I'm conceptualizing that correctly. Now that my brain is back on track, I can read the rest of your messages. During the space stage in Spore, you couldn't land on planets and get out of your ship without the expansion. Oh, maybe that's what it was. Like, you're just kind of stuck in the ship, and it's like, okay, cool. Why am I here? Why am I landing on these here planets for no real reason other than to be on them? Kind of like early No Man's Sky in terms of shallowness of like, cool, this is pretty, but like, why? You know, the why was the part that was difficult. New old games, old new games. Ocarina of Time is not a new game for me at all. It is an old game, but it is not a new games. I mean, we've got the boss key. We might not need to go back. Oh, he's on fire. The re-dead, the re-dead, the re-dead's on fire. Yeah. Oh, he's walking. Grimrock is kind of linear, whereas Demise is pure exploration. It's not randomized, though. Demise is... 5 rupees! I do not remember there being this many 5 rupee troll chests in this dungeon. But, yeah, Demise is like a static... There's like 20 floors or something, and I don't think we ever got past floor 5. Well, I never got past floor 3. I think you got to like 5 maybe or something. We got the boss key. We're just cruising on through this one, wow. If your party dies, you have to send a new party to go find their bodies, bring them back and resurrect them. Or if you teleport and get stuck in a wall. I do remember the teleporting thing. The teleporting thing was a very, very risky venture because a lot of times you just died. Oh, you did play more of Demise in college and got to floor 10-ish. Nice. It's tough. I want to try that out too. I want to try the game because being an adult with higher brain understanding, I think I would enjoy it more now, as opposed to it just being, you know, incredibly difficult back in the day. There's another one. And I think that it'd be cool to try, but also it's not a game that respects your time. Like, it's one of those games that wants to, oh no. It's one of those games that wants to be difficult and time consuming because that's the point. Again, back when we're talking, you had, you know, a small selection of games to play. They had a little bit more of that to it, you know, for better and for worse, right? Like, so the grind is super insane. It's probably not worth it. That's kind of what I was thinking. Or even if you just like, yeah, I don't know that there's much like mod support for that game or anything, because I mean the forums still exist from what I understand. I still have that email in my decades old Gmail account that I could pull out. Mod create a character to get the stats because you have to give the first party tombs to buff. Yeah, that's the thing too, is like how the Constitution leveling up in that worked was weird, because you had to like boost your stats before you did anything else. And that, I think, was the part that it just, you have to play the game in a very wonky way. You can't just play the game and have fun playing the game how you want to. Like, you actively set yourself up for difficulty, challenge, and potential failure if you don't, like, kind of min-max it. And I'm not, we know me and my min-maxitude. I'm not gonna shy away from that. But you want to be able to play the game how you want to play, and it just actively hurts you. That's tough. You can't just actually explore. There's barriers in the way, which is a bummer, but I like the idea of it. I like the concept of it. Grimrock is the only other thing that really seems to be closest. There's like, was it like Etrian Odyssey, I think, is a similar dungeon crawler thing, like that first-person tile-based deal. But it's more Grimrock-like. I think that one does have random dungeons. I played a little bit of one on the 3DS a long time ago. Picking up these bombs and hope that one went in. Imagine being recruited by like an adventurer to be a body recovery party. Like, okay, here's what we're gonna do. Oh, we're going into the dungeon to get like loot, gold, fame, and glory? No. We're going into the dungeon to bring back some dead bodies so we can resurrect them. Oh. And it doesn't pay at all. Oh. Why am I even picking up the money? I don't need money. Need 0 rupee. My rupee coffers overfloweth with gemstones. Can't even access certain classes until you gather tomes. Some players didn't necessarily do the Constitution thing, although it's always optimal. You know, I wouldn't be surprised if that game still has a very strong following. Like, there's probably a hardcore group of folks that still play that. So there could be some mods and stuff for it. It's totally possible. Just the fact that the forums still exist, there's got to be... It had multiplayer, didn't it? Wasn't there like a way to do multiplayer or something, or am I just totally making that up? I don't know how that worked. Or maybe it was like asymmetrical multiplayer or something. The persistence of that was the coolest part, which led you into loving games like Minecraft and whatnot. That makes sense, right? Like, here's this, did I just fall on my head? We're fine. We're safe. Having the fact that your party would like die in the dungeon, but you could still go get them and like they still existed there was pretty cool. That was pretty neat. And the persistence of it, like the progress you made still was there. Monsters would like respawn over time and stuff a little bit, but it's cool how that works for sure. I think that there's a lot to that game that did well. And kind of like, I mean, when we're talking about Kirby Air Ride, kind of looping around back to that, there's a lot of Kirby Air Ride that did well, but there's also a lot that just didn't hit the mark. Like City Trial is the only real part of that game that is worth it, I guess. I mean, some of the other modes are okay, but like, I feel like to do it right, they'd have to, you know, redo it, do a new one, but I don't think that type of game would sell as well in that style, but it could with the right marketing, actually. There's enough gamers like us that are just nostalgia junkies. You could play on a server which made the tomes easier, because the shop would be filled up with stuff. Okay, so there was a multiplayer thing. Why did we never do that? Probably because it was a Windows-only game and I did not have that. Also, we're at the boss. Just throwing that out there, like that room was completely unnecessary. But I'm gonna have to go back and get that treasure chest because, you know. All right, time for drumming with disembodied hands. We love a Nintendo hand boss, don't we? Not exactly Andross, but Handross. Bongo bongo. It was actually this boss that gave Nintendo the idea to do the Donkey Kong bongo drums. Ouch. I just got clotheslined by a sentient floating hand. Show me your hands. Why is this Z-targeting like just not working at all? Can we Oh, I just gotta shoot him. I don't have to wait for that. Oh, not off the drum. There's poison water down here. Ooh. Oh, that does a lot of damage. Run, Link. Yo. Oh, good stabs. Good stabs. Did I just one cycle bongo bongo? Okay. I mean, sure. It was very sloppy at the start, but huh. All right, so that's the Shadow Temple. That's so interesting what bosses let you hit them multiple times like that, because a lot of times if you aren't doing things like frame perfect, you don't get, like it gets its iframes back and you can no longer attack it. So I must have, bongo bongo maybe just, I can't say that with a straight face. Sir Bongo maybe is just a little easier to do that with, or I don't know, but we did it. So that's cool, that's fun. Now we get to go back and get those treasure chests for absolutely no reason. Well, we have a Skulltula that I'm gonna get because I have problems. Practically, you're saying that we were also kids and didn't know much about networking, etc. That is true. However, we did play Diablo 2 multiplayer. And I think that we did that locally. Not as easy as hosting a Halo 1 server. That like a Minecraft server should always be on. That makes sense. It's not like a drop in, drop out like direct connect type of thing, you actually had to set up a server. That would make sense. But also, I think we probably didn't look into it because I couldn't run the game. I don't think that there was a Mac version of it, because I'm pretty sure I have an email to Mr. Declan's Demise that says, hey, do you have a Mac version? And they were like, yeah, no. The boy with the noble Zelda's Ocarina. As I expected, you have come. I am Impa, one of the Sheikah. I am Princess Zelda's caretaker, and I am also the sage who guards the Shadow Temple. Good job guarding the Shadow Temple, by the way. We Sheikah have served the royalty of Hyrule from generation to generation as attendants. That sounds like the start of, like, an insurance commercial. We've served the royalty of Hyrule for generations, and now we want to serve you. Protect your home. Invest. Sheikah Corp. On that day, 7 years ago, Ganondorf suddenly attacked and Hyrule Castle surrendered after a short time. We don't know anything about the king in this either. Like, is he alive? Is he dead? Is he a puppet king? Ganondorf's target was one of the keys to the Sacred Realm, the hidden treasure of the royal family, the Ocarina of Time. My duty bound me to take Zelda out of Ganondorf's reach. When last I saw you, as we made our escape from the castle, you were just a lad. Just a wee little lad. You had a goofy fairy ocarina, and now you've got a cool time ocarina. Now I say that you've become a fine hero. Oh, Link is very fine. We know Link's fineness. Look at that blue tunic. I'm sorry, this just popped into my head. He was in, oh, there's fluff. He was in the Sacred Realm for 7 years. Sealed away, all that jazz. As a kid, he didn't have an earring. Now as an adult, he has an earring. Who gave him the earring in the 7 years when he was in cryosleep? There's nothing to worry about. The princess is safe now. Soon, you'll meet Princess Zelda face to face, and she will explain everything. Sounds like a threat, Impa. That is when we, the six wise ones, Wise ones? We six kings will seal up the evil king and return peace to Hyrule. Very good. I have to stay here. You go on and do the hard work. I'll just stand in this spot and I guess use my magic. Now I put my power, which should be helpful to you, into this medallion. It would be cool if the medallions actually did something. Kind of like in Tears of the Kingdom, you get the little avatar buddy. That's okay. You get a cool gem that you can sell for 0 rupees. Diablo was like plug an Ethernet in and built-in client did it for you. Yeah, you could direct connect, and I think that's like what you were saying is the difference. You could direct connect in Halo 1 as well, though. And that's what I would do. I would make no shields Halo 1 lobbies and be the host and have no latency and just decimate. I'd even do lobbies that was like, everyone against me, go red team, and I was on blue team or something silly. Always Blood Gulch. Yeah. So Halo 1 had like direct connect as well, but I imagine that the Demise didn't. But we got the Shadow Medallion. Impa awakens as a sage and adds her power to yours. Ta-da! Please look out for the princess. Where is she? Where's Princess Zelda? Well, Link, if you'd open your eyes, you'd see Princess Zelda was the friends we made along the way. The real Princess Zelda was within us the whole time. You thought we were done with the Shadow Temple. Ah. Back at it again with the Shadow Templing. If we could hack in a bunch of golden items to make the start easier for Demise, it'd be super fun to play. It's like the community. That would be... I mean, it's such an old game that there's gotta be, if nothing else, if there's not like mods and stuff, there's gotta be like cheat tables for it that you could, you know, run to get a bunch of gold and whatnot to just kind of make some of the start easier. Because that's the thing, is that it's... I like the main gameplay and I like the progression, but I think that without some major overhauls, I worry that it would still just be a little too, like, tough and too slog-like. Like, the progression is just slow, and it's not gonna... I don't know, it's not gonna give you really kind of what you'd want out of it, I guess. But, I don't know, maybe. It would be worth trying, for sure. I would definitely be down to try it. It would just... how do you get the game now? Can you still buy the game? It's not like you can just, you know, log on to Steam and be done with it. It's a nostalgia fantasy. I mean, if nothing else, we could goof around with it a little bit. Could be fun to try. I would enjoy giving it a shot because, like I said, I never played it as a, like, fully formed adult brain. Let's not get too overzealous with the credit giving. So it could be fun. I'd be down to give it a shot. Okay, Scarecrow song is... We got there. We just have to figure out how to procure it. So that's something we could look into. I'd enjoy giving that a shot. Because I don't think there's any... I mean, again, it's different. But I don't think there's any multiplayer in Grimrock at all. So if we wanted to be able to do that, well, okay, but now here, if you're playing in this here Demise server that we've theoretically created, are we seeing each other in the game world, or is it just you're in separate instances of the dungeon, but it's a shared like shop and home hub base world thing? This is not where I wanted to go. Because I don't know like how impactful the server would be if you couldn't really like interact a whole lot with each other. But if your actions impacted other things, then that could be kind of cool. If it's like you go in the dungeon and it's a totally separate instance, that might be a little less interesting. But... You're in the same dungeon, you get a message like you see another party in this room. Oh, okay. That's cool then. Yeah, that could be fun. That could be fun to try out. Also the wrong room. We'll get there. So you can team up with individual characters by entering rooms at the same time. Nice. Then that'd be fun. That'd be fun to do. There's some aspect of some of those games, like honestly, when we played Diablo 3, that was a lot of fun. I like the co-op-y kind of games like that. And I like a lot of, I mean, even like Destiny 2 was a lot of fun. I mean, we all know the problems I had with that and the FOMO, but that's a me issue. I'm a sucker for Bungie shooters. They do good stuff. But the multiplayer co-op aspect of it is what I really liked. In a way that was not, I mean, it was MMO-esque, but it wasn't like WoW MMO, I guess. It was distinct enough that it was fun to do when we were doing some of that. I know we didn't play that one as much, but just I like that kind of, I like trying different games that have that kind of co-op experience, and just seeing like what all you can get out of them, and why would you Link, I implore you, Sir Linky Pants, I'm gonna need you to jump a little bit better. A little bit better, my friend. Just a smidge. Just like an iota more jumpitude. Maybe that's on me. I kind of rolled him into a giant guillotine knife blade a little bit, but still. You think you can trade in chat in Demise? Kind of like a mud, just with graphics. Acronym me on mud. What is? Ouch. Oh, I don't want to fight you. Can you just fall off the platform? Oh, he's so close to falling off. So close. There we go. Now, I didn't go this. This is the way that I did not go. Oops. Wait, I need my hoverbutos. There's gonna be no reason to go over here. Oh, I should have Ferore's Winded. I always forget to use that. I think that it lets you just warp back to the start, but it does not. Oh, there's a like, and oh, there's a Skulltula in here, I think. I think this is a kill all monsters room. Bats in my dungeon? Couldn't be me. Oh. Oh, that was it? Okay. Multi-user dungeon. They're like those text-based RPGs. I think they're somewhat multiplayer, everyone can build into it. Oh, I don't think I've heard of that before. That sounds like a very fancy, like IRC chat dungeon type of thing. There was a lot of cool stuff that folks did with the limited technology back in the day. Oh, good. Blue rupee troll chest. Very nice. Very nice. Love to see it. And... okay, so it's basically just a Skulltula was the only purpose of coming in here. But we are done, so we get to do something that we haven't done yet for a really long time, which is go back to the title screen. Totally IRC chat dungeon is an appropriate analog. I like it when I actually am able to conceptualize something in my head, and that would have been super fun. Like in the dial-up internet days, that would have been pretty cool. Probably way over my head for the age that I would have been at that time, but still would have been cool. Okay, we are done in the Temple of Shadows. Shadow! And now we need to go to... we need to go to Become Child. And once we have become child, we can... that's the wrong song. How do I always... how do I always get these mixed up? Temple of Time, me. So yeah, there's a lot of cool games. Underrated games or unheard of games. What about M-Duel? You remember M-Duel? Of course you remember M-Duel, Practical. Of course you do. I wish I remembered what the heck that AGF game was. That will plague me and haunt me forever. I will never be able to find that. I have tried so many times. Someone actually made an M-Duel, like, I think it was 3DS hack or something like that you could install it on a 3DS or something, if I'm remembering correctly. But M-Duel was great. Just simple, classic, good fun times. Yeah, AGF. I like Air Galactic Force. I tried all the different acronyms. I looked on all of the different like abandonware websites and everything, and I could not find any trace of that game ever existing, which is such a shame. I mean, it's okay. You know what? It's not really that big of a shame because it was on like a freeware disc, but the concept of it was cool, and it was just like a simple, like honestly, it was almost like a Flash game, top-down shooter where when you shot, your shields depleted, and you had like, you know, little spaceships and stuff like that. But I need the validation that it wasn't just a fever dream we collectively shared. Because I kind of think that there's part of me that's like, did it even exist? Did we just make this up from some other game that we amalgamated? Yeah, your shields were your health. So you had to balance your shoot with your health meter. All right, time to go cheat at a gambling minigame. Time to get kicked out of Vegas. Yeah. Oh, And there's a dog here. Real big win for all us dog lovers. Dog lover, not Donald Glover. Which one is it? This is kind of one of the other... There's a lot of fun things about the randomizer. That... Fallout! When I fell into the Great Abyss. That is a pretty good one. I didn't see, did the Fallout text fully appear or did it get cut off again? I need to like make it a little bit smaller so it fits when I have my webcam cropped. Or I just need to get a better field of vision for the webcam and have it set up properly. It looked fine to you? Okay. I think it's fine on this scene. I think it's on my PC capture scene that it's a little cut off. But yeah, it's close enough. I like that one. It's a good one. I'm trying to think of other ones to do too, but those were the first two that came to mind, the Elden Ring one and that one. Imagine just like you're a child and you show up and you just sprint through this whole thing. And the guy's like, "What? Who are you? How did you do that? You have so much good luck." Anyway, I was gonna say, this is a really fun room in the randomizer, which I am excited to do an Ocarina of Time randomizer at some point. I just kind of wanted to do a regular playthrough first. So many other games that I want to play. I also want to play Core Keeper. Really, really want to play Core Keeper. And I know that that is going to just take over everything that I play once I start it. Unless it just really doesn't, like, vibe with me for some reason, which I don't know how it wouldn't, because Terraria hooked me a lot, and I played that thing till I was burnt out. I think the same will probably happen with Core Keeper. Oop. Careful, don't play your Ocarina too fast, you'll miss notes. But, anyway, randomizer. You can randomize all of the items that are in the dog is still here. I'm never going to get through this thought, ever. The randomizer, you can randomize all of the chests that are in that minigame room. And the cool thing about that is that you find the keys to those doors elsewhere in the game. So you get a key and you go to that minigame room and you get 2 items, potentially. So it's a fun, like, treasure room that you can just, like, go back to over time. Okay. We're gonna go get Sandy in the desert. I also will need to figure out when I want to do a randomizer what/how I'm going to do the tracker, because historically speaking, whenever I've done a randomizer, which I usually do at least one a year. Is that sand moving? Oh, weird. Never noticed that. Oh, beans! Oh, no! Oh, no. Okay, hold on. Hold on. I jumped the gun a little bit. We need beans. It's beans. I guess yeah, it's fine. I need to figure out how I'm going to do the tracking of the items in the randomizer, because I am not skilled enough to do a randomizer and not have a tracker. We'll never accomplish anything. I will continually be looking in places I've already looked. So, historically, when I've done a randomizer, my very wonderful wife would keep track of them. And she would be the tracker. I would just play, and I would open a chest, and she'd check it off on the tracker, and we'd just keep going. But my stream times typically are when she is not here. So we have to kind of figure out. I mean, I could just do it myself. There's no reason I couldn't, but I think there's some like auto trackers, but I don't know if there's any for Ocarina of Time. I know they have one for, I think, like Link to the Past. What am I doing? Let's focus here for a second. I am taking the shortcut here to Zora's River to then acquire... Oh, I can get some heart pieces as well. I can get some heart pieces. So we can do some stuff. This is not a bad venture. I can just do some kid shortcut stuff while we're hanging out. Thinking of what other kid things I need to do. I think there was that one, there's this, there's the frogs. And frogs, bean. I think there's something out in the Hyrule field, but I might have already gotten that. This is again where a tracker would be handy. But I don't remember for sure. Yes, Navi, what would you like to say? I wonder who built the Spirit Temple and for what purpose? I really gotta get some other channel point redeems so that you can spend all of your bazillion channel points that you have. Some frogs are looking at you from underwater. I've got a bunch of meme sounds that I have downloaded. I just need to actually put them into my thing and make the channel point redeems for them and whatnot. I do have two that are already kind of loaded. I just haven't activated them because I'm a little of a perfectionist. Just a little bit. And I don't really like exactly how the alerts look, but I might just need to not care and do it anyway. Oh, that's money. I thought I got a... Oh, maybe I have to do all of it. Oh, I should go buy the beans first. Oh, I think there's a piece of heart in the volcano too. That's a big frog. Oh, look at those satellite dish-looking eyeballs. Very orbular. My grandma, what big eyes you have. The better to frog you with, my dear. Grandma, you really shouldn't use frog as a verb. It's a little uncomfortable. What are you frogging about? Why am I finding so much money? It's chicken. Always chicken. Chicken. Jump, jump, jump. Do you want magic beans? They aren't cheap, but do you still want them? I can't let them go for less than 90 rupees apiece. Yes. I have no choice. If you want to plant beans, go around and look for soft soil. Chomp, 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 chomp. We have magic beans. Do you want them, huh? 100 rupees for one piece? Yeah! Just the, you know, mwahaha is maniacal in its own, like, evil genius way, but the kiahahaha, that is, like, that's something else. That's like mad scientist kind of laugh, like, I don't know. Strikes me as a real, really unique mad scientist kind of laugh. Do you think that, do you think these frogs that I'm playing the melodies for, do you think they ever went to courting? Think these froggies ever went to courting? When we lived in an apartment not too long after being out of college, there were so many frogs that it was, I think, usually in the springtime. And around 10 o'clock at night, these horny frogs would just, like, make the loudest racket all night long. Like, even with the windows closed, but we usually had the windows open because it was hot in the summer. Maybe it was the summer, not spring. We had the windows open for some reason, but these frogs were just going wild. Just screaming like, I'm over here! Come court me, other frogs! I don't know. I assume that that's why they do their croaking for mating purposes, but... Oh, they're singing in the rain. They're singing in the rain. Oh, what a feeling. Ribbit. Please take this as a token of our froggish gratitude, Ribbit. All right, see you, Ribbit. Oh, that's the piece of heart, is to make them sing in the rain. Well, what do I get for playing all the songs? I got more songs. Just played Epona's song backwards completely. Got 3 more songs. I'm gonna get 50 rupees each one, and then maybe a big rupee at the end, or am I gonna get a piece of heart at the end? I hope I get a piece of heart at the end. Young lad, you play the ocarina well. I picture these frogs as having a very sage-like voice. Maybe that's because there's so many frog sage characters in Nintendo games. That melody is so fine, Ribbit. We should all practice it, Ribbit. Take rupees as a souvenir. If you come up with another nice melody, please drop by and play it. Ribbit, ribbit. But they're not even like ribbiting, they're just actually saying the word ribbit very fancily. Ribbit. I look at the controller like that's going to help me remember, and it actually does. I guess that's why I keep doing it. It's the magic of music that they grow. Take rupees as a souvenir. Okay, last song for you. Wrong way. I was playing the inverted Song of Time from Majora's Mask by mistake. That little red frog about to get so swole. They're so big. Yes, the melody is very fine. We all should practice it, I agree. Take rupees as a souvenir. If you come up with another nice melody, please drop by and play it. Ooh, that's my last song. I'm out of songs. This is a problem. Look at us. We're all huge frogs. Really, really huge win for frogs out there. Huge, huge frogmen. We are the world-famous fabulous 5 froggish tenors. Ribbit. They weren't before, though. We had to upgrade them. Make us jump so we can eat the bugs flying above us, Ribbit. What do you mean? What? I vaguely remember this, and I vaguely remember you having to do it, like, really fast. That's really fast. What? Oh my gosh, this is like a weird Simon Says because it's the same pattern. I hesitate on the last one. Is that even the last one? I'm not even going to get anything good for this, am I? I think, okay, it's not that it's a total time, it's like you have like a split second to do it for each froggy. Young boy, you did great. Perfect. We are stuffed, Ribbit. Oh yeah, they were eating bugs. That's right. Would you take this token of our gratitude? Piece of heart? Okay, that was necessary. So we have 4 left, 2 of which can be acquired in locations I know of. So that means there's 2 that I don't know of. Also, this is not where I want to warp yet. Where are the other 2? My brain is being racked right now. Because we did Bombchu Bowling. I really did my best effort at that and got that. But what didn't I do then? Oh, maybe they're in the Gerudo training ground? Perhaps? I don't know if they are. Also, I didn't get Skulltolus from either of these, and I care. I don't think I care about the Skulltolus. I know we're so close. Maybe I'll look up a guide. I just don't want to spend a bunch of time running around when there's other games I want to play. If I was really invested in, like... I've done it before. I don't need to drag it out when there's plenty of other games I want to play. Okay. Oh, you know what? I don't think I did. I think that the Gorons... Post Megaton Hammer Goron City might have one as adult Link. That could be a thing. Actually, I feel pretty confident about that one. I don't think I did that. Because I don't think I went back to Goron City after getting the Megaton Hammer. So maybe one in the Goron City place, and maybe one in the Gerudo training grounds. That would be nice. That would work. That'd be all of them. I haven't seen you around, kid. Ooh. As those frogs got a frog in my throat. Haven't seen you around, kid. What do you want? Just looking for some sages. What you got there? A smoothie. A sage? I don't know anyone like that. Okay, fine. You just saw me, Naburu. What are you talking about? I'd like to see the temple. You're just a kid. The temple's not a place for kids. Okay. Then I'm doing nothing. You have nothing to do? What good timing. Can you do me a favor, kid? Wait a second. I want to ask you first. You wouldn't happen to be one of Ganondorf's followers, would you? I hate Ganondorf. He's the worst. Uh-huh. You've got guts. I think I like you. First of all, let me introduce myself. I'm Naburu of the Gerudo. I'm a lone wolf thief. Oh, thought she was the leader. But don't get me wrong. Though we're both thieves, I'm completely different from Ganondorf. With his followers, he stole from women and children, and he even killed people. Yikes, that's a big no-no. A kid like you may not know this, but the Gerudo race consists only of women. Only one man is born every 100 years. Even though our laws say that lone male Gerudo must become king of the Gerudo, I'll never bow to such an evil man. Not her Gerudo president? By the way, what is your name? Linky? What kind of a name is that? Actually, literally what she said. Well, anyway, I want to ask you a favor. Can you do me a favor? Will you fit through this tiny hole and get a treasure that's inside? The treasure is the silver gauntlets. If you equip them, you can easily push and pull very heavy things. No, kid. Don't even think about taking this treasure for yourself. You're much too little. They won't fit you. Yeah, they won't fit you if you try to equip them. I want you to be a good boy and give them to me. Don't good boy, Linky. Ganondorf and his minions are using the Spirit Temple as a hideout. See, we got some really conflicting information from that other Gerudo lady when she was like, oh, it's Naburu's office. She's just hanging out in the Spirit Temple. I think she was making stuff up. Only the silver gauntlets will allow me to sneak deep into the temple. Once there, I'm going to steal all the treasure inside and mess up their plans. Oh, I like that. Sounds good. I like messing. We do some right proper messing from time to time. You and I, let's give Ganondorf and his followers a big surprise, shall we? If you can successfully get the silver gauntlets, I'll do something great for you. I got bad news for you. It's not gonna happen. But at least Naburu's here, right? She's hanging out. We get to interact with her a little bit. She's not just off screen like Impa. Oh, I remember that this is one of the other fire bat rooms that got me. Ouch. Do I have to bomb you, really, sir? The answer was yes, I guess. Such aggressive death destruction that happens. Need more seeds. Oh, I did need it. Okay. Oh, it went right through me. really cut me close to the bone. I can't imagine doing some of these parts without Din's Fire. I've done the Spirit Temple without Din's Fire before. It's not great. It's just kind of like a very necessary item. Like, it's not essential, but it makes things so much easier in a lot of ways. Both as kid and adult. Oh! They're big fellas when you're small. Holy cow. Yeah. Take stick. Did I just glitch it? I think I just glitched the stick. That's awesome. I don't know how that happened, but I love it. Yeah. Link Big Stick McGee. Hold on, we're trying to do math here. Physics? Geometry. Ouch. So, is this a key? Ah, yes, the floating pot. Nope, it's 5 rupees! You know, it does validate me a little bit, because when I do the randomizer, boy howdy, there's a lot of rupees that you just find, and I gotta say, it's pretty annoying then, just as annoying now to find them. Those things, I never had to fight them normally because I always had Din's Fire, but when you get knocked off a platform, when you come here and you don't have Din's Fire, you actually have to solve the puzzle. So the first time I did it, I was like, what are you supposed to do? But they mirror your movement, so you just have to, you know, mirror their movement. Listen, watch out for the shadows of monsters that hang from the ceiling. You got it, Navi. We'll be on high alert. I think one of my favorite things in video games is when the game pauses for text and like things are happening. It just, I don't know, it just makes me happy. I don't know why. It's just fun. It's like, yeah, that monster should smack into me or I should take damage from that thing, but we're just gonna put everything on pause, just for a moment. Just for one brief moment where we can appreciate this dialogue box. I don't appreciate that, fire bat. That was very uncool. On a scale from 1 to cool, that was not. I never realized how much 2D stuff there was in these games. But it's like 2D, 3D, if that makes sense. Like it's a flat thing, but it doesn't like follow the camera. Oh, those are not lined up. I think it's honestly because it's like higher quality in the emulation that you notice that stuff more. But it's just cool the different tricks that they use to kind of cut corners necessarily for the hardware. For the hardware of the time. And we're still getting Skulltulas, because why not? We like them. We like a Skulltula. I'll probably end up with like 80. Which is not too shabby. And I didn't even get all of them in some of the dungeons, I don't think. So. I'm not really feeling too bad about my Skulltula count. Ah, yes. The necessary seeds with which to sling. Oh wait, I do want these. Why do I hear more scritchy scratching? Oh, that's why. Another Skulltula right there, right next to it. I don't actually need to do this. What I need to do is bomb chew them. I think this is the only room in which bomb chews are kind of necessary. But I think the game also gives you bomb chews here, so only necessary insofar as... Oh, hey, there you are, buddy. The nut is such a strong item. Very powerful. That's the bomb chews, I think. Perhaps. Maybe? Hey, it is the bomb chews. So they give them to you. If you don't have them, you're not going to not have them in the dungeon. Basically. It's a blue rupee. So that's just a real slap in the face. It's gone. Sayonara, buddy. Okay, now I don't think I need to worry about anything in this dungeon until I'm an adult, except getting the silver gauntlets. So, oh, just kidding, can't get up there. So, I'm gonna need to, oh, just push this onto the switch. That's easy enough. Scoochy, scoochy. And in we go. I also think that there's some hidden treasure chests in around these parts. Maybe not here. Is this just taking me straight to the... Oh no, I've got to do this one first. Okay. I was like, I thought there was more before we got to the boss. Let's just blow these guys up. I think I'm missing a bomb bag upgrade. Maybe not. Maybe it's 10, 20, 30. Oops. Nope. Please. Exploding eyeballs. All right, now we can get all of our gold. Nope, not gold, silver rupees. They actually give you money. I think I just now realized that. I'm normally at max rupees all the time, so I didn't even notice. It's funny. I love the sounds that they make. Do 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 do. A little early. This here is the boo do 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 do. Oh. What a cool magic system that you collect coins to light a torch. Very novel idea. That's one of the things that's kind of funny to think about a lot of times is when I'm running like D&D or tabletop games and stuff and I'm making a dungeon. My brain is very much in like a video game Legend of Zelda type of thing. But because I'm creating it, a lot of times I'm like, well, how does that work? Like if the dungeon belongs to someone or it's some sort of plot relevant something, like how are they fashioning these puzzles, right? Like if you had to grab the coins to light the torch in my Dungeons and Dragons dungeon. Like, does that make sense? For some reason, my brain goes into it, but does that make logical sense, brain? And it's like, it doesn't need to. It's fantasy, you know? But video games get a little bit more of a pass, I feel like. Don't know why, but they just kind of do. Did I just completely miss it? Oh, no, it's right there. It's right there. It's right there. No. Are there only 3 or is there 4? There's only 3. But yeah, it's for some reason my brain when I'm making stuff for tabletop games, it just goes into, well, but how does this work? There needs to be some sort of mechanical something. It's like, there really doesn't. It can just be magic. It can just be collect the coins and make the thing happen. There's nothing wrong with that. It's okay to have magic. But we have such adult brains that have to make sense and logicatize everything that kind of wears down on some of the creativity at times, you know? You want to be able to be free and creative, but your brain constantly is trying to say, but yeah, but does that make sense? We follow such a strict, rigid code of rules in society and in the world that we kind of get stuck in that linear thinking, and it's harder to think outside the box. I actually want stick. We're gonna stick it to the iron knuckle. All right, let's go, big buddy. Oops, didn't think that I thought that would do something. Truly one of my most favorite enemies in any Zelda game ever are the Iron Knuckles. They're so flashy, so intimidating, so terrifying, and yet so easy to beat in all reality. Kind of like fighting a Dark Link. You just rinse and repeat one thing. Hard as a kid to do, just in terms of damage, but you just burn through some sticks. I think because they're a very menacing enemy, that once you get the pattern, it's pretty easy, but they're so cool. They look so cool. And I will complain about Tears of the Kingdom and say that they really missed an opportunity to do some cool stuff with some of those enemies. Sure, they brought likes back, but Iron Knuckles oh, what are you doing here? Yeah, I am surprised to see you. It's been a while. Where have you been? I've been an adult and now I'm a kid again. Hey, what's up, Blinky? Surprised to see me? A long time in this world is almost nothing to you, is it? How mysterious. Even I thought that the tales of a boy who could travel back and forth through time was merely a legend. Linky, you have fully matured as an adult, even though you're a child. From now on, the future of all the people in Hyrule is on your shoulders. Maybe it's not my time anymore. Here is my last advice. No, he says 2 witches inhabit this temple. In order to destroy them, turn their own magic power against them. So technically his last advice was hoo-hoot. No, I really don't. Thanks for keeping your head right side up. I appreciate it. I will continue to watch you. Hoo-hoo-hoo-hoot. It's very kind of him to heed my previous 17 times we've encountered him. But yeah, enemy variety the new Zelda, the 2D one, Echoes of Wisdom, that had some good enemy variety. But by nature, 2D enemies are more simplified. The Dark Nut Iron Knuckles in Twilight Princess were pretty cool, but I want more. Dark Nut / Iron Knuckles in Wind Waker also were very cool. Those are very, very fun to fight. I need them back. We need to bring back the Iron Knuckle. These gauntlets won't fit a kid. Plus you promised to give them to Nabooru. You should keep your word. Okay, I will. Good thing she's gonna conveniently get kidnapped, so I won't have to keep my word. Hey, where are you taking me? Yarg, let me go. I'm a pirate. You fiends, Ganondorf's minions! They're sinking in the sand. Linky, get out of here now! These witches, they're using black magic on me. Looks a little more purple than black, but not good either way. Sucked her into a magic vortex. Hate to see it. Good texture line there as well. All right, so we're done as a kid. Nothing left to do here. The most fun thing is coming to this temple as an adult and like being able to bypass some stuff on the randomizer, because you can just like hookshot over to this treasure chest. It's pretty fun. Okay. I think we're done as a kid. I don't think there's anything else for us to do as Child Link. So to that end, we're gonna warp back, become an adult, and then grab a couple heart pieces, and then come back. And I'm gonna take a wee little break. We're cruising through these dungeons. I figured they would go pretty quick. I mean, we still have a decent bulk of the Spirit Temple to do. But the Shadow Temple is much more linear, except for that one room that I missed. And I feel like it goes quicker. I mean, especially when comparing it to the water temple and all the backtracking and whatnot that has to go into it. All right. We will go back to the future. And we'll take a quick little breaky break. I'm gonna go ahead and do one of these guys. Okay. First things first. We're going to go and get that heart piece in the volcano. That'll be one. Then we will go to the Goron's city, and we will get, hopefully, the second heart piece. And, yeah, we'll see. I know I don't have this one. Just on, like, a lava rock. Totally normal. How do I get down from here? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. I've done it now. Oh, no. Oh, okay. I really did worry there for a second. I mean, what's a little falling in lava? You know, we all do it sometime, right? Every now and then we fall into lava. I like this wooden sign that's doing totally fine in here. No problem. But a wooden shield, instantly engulfed in flame. Not a second thought. So there's a room, oops. There's a room with some rocks in it that I don't think I broke before. But I'm a little unsure if there's a heart piece back there. And if there isn't, well, I don't know what I will do if there isn't. We will see. Hey Strider, thanks for the lurk. I don't know why DublinBot decided to respond twice. Thanks for the lurk, Strider. I hope you're doing well. Hope you're having a good evening. Oh no, you're good. You're a good, Strider. You 100% did it right. I think for some reason it is doubling up on the bot responses. Yeah. So that's a me issue, not a you issue. You're good. You're good. Oh no, it's a huge rupee. Well. So, okay, so it wasn't a heart piece, which means we're missing one heart piece. And that's a problem. Thanks, yeah. Doing pretty good. It is Wednesday, and we're just hanging out, doing some Zelda, so doesn't get a whole lot better than that. Well, it would be better if I knew where this missing heart piece was, but I think I'm just gonna have to live with that uncertainty for a little bit longer. I'm trying to think where it could be, but sadly I don't know. So instead, hey Dan, welcome in. Got called into work last minute. You're here now. You got called into work last minute? That's rude. How dare they do that to you? How dare they? Very unkind of them. I hope that went well, though. Hope it wasn't too bad. Or it was taken care of quick and easy enough. Happy to have you here. Glad you're here now. Hope your evening is going well. Going better now that you're done with work stuff. I would imagine. Because you're the best, obviously. They're like, we need Dan on this case right now. Get him in here. Get him in here. No one else will suffice. Felt good to kick some ass. There you go. Oh, I have missed. I have missed. Yeah, like there's definitely, you know, when you're good at a job or you're good at a skill, right? It's nice to be needed. It's pretty validating and it feels good. But I feel like there's like a risky little slope there where you can kind of get like taken advantage of a little bit. It's like, oh, you know, if someone's really great at something, well, just they'll do it. They'll take care of it. And it's like, okay, but you know, you can't always do everything. But it is nice to feel helpful, nice to be wanted in that regard. It's a nice validating thing for sure. Okay, we got it this time. Haha. So I know there's at least one piece of heart. Okay, I'm pretty sure there's at least one piece of heart in the Gerudo training grounds, which leaves one unknown location for a piece of heart. Man, oh. You made them buy you a toy for your troubles? Okay. That's all you can say for legal reasons. Okay. It's fine with me. I don't need to know more. Glad that you were compensated in a way that worked for you. Important to be compensated for your work, whatever form that takes. Oh, laser beams. I don't have the same items when I become an adult, even if they overlap. Just realizing that this is the same kind of room layout as the other one. It's good camera. There we go. Okay. Now we can, I think we find another thing in here. Oh, is it Wolfos? Why you make me fight a Wolfos as an adult? That's just mean to the Wolfos. Dublin is a dog. Is that the map? We get Mappy up in here? Hello, I'm Mappy, here for all of your map processing needs. Did you know that you can find a map in a treasure chest? I gotta be real, I don't know enough about Clippy to make Clippy jokes. That's what I was going for. Also, no, it was not a map. It was, in fact, a compass. You feel like you read somewhere that that was one of the major limitations with the game, having to manage 2 unique playable characters and their inventories. Well, the nice part is that inventories is limited to the, like, unique items, at least. So it's not managing inventory in the sense like a modern game has inventory management. It's not Skyrim. You're not having to pause your game every 5 seconds because you picked up too many, you know, like troll skulls and have filled up your inventory with just absolute garbage. You don't have to worry about that. It's just kind of silly that there's some things that adult Link can't do anymore. It's like he grows up and he's like, I'm not playing with the boomerang. That's a child's toy. Why did my brain just break? There we go. Wow, wow. But yeah, like you can't use the boomerang anymore. You can't use the slingshot. You can't use sticks because, yeah, adults don't play with sticks. You kidding? Beans. You can't wear masks. You can't have beans. So silly. Truth is, he lost it in a tree a few years back. While he was away, he lent his gear out to someone in the Sacred Realm, and they just went and lost it. Like, oops, sorry, just played the song. I'm pressing the buttons too fast. I always start on the wrong note, that's the problem. You start with the right note. Anyway, yeah, he lent it to someone. It was like, hey, here you go, Robert, you can play with my stick because it's the coolest stick ever. And Raul was like, yeah, actually, that's a pretty cool stick. Looks just like a sword, swings it around. It's got like the cool little like branching points near the bottom that kind of seems like a hilt. The kind of stick that you'd pick up and take home and show off, and everyone would be like, it's just a stick, and you're like, no, 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 no. It's not just a stick. It's a sword. Kind of stick every child dreams of. And then Rauru just is like, oh, yeah, I left it at the laundromat. Sorry, Linky, I hope that's okay. You can find another one, right? Can't you? Oh, right. I'm sorry, Linky. I forgot you're in cryo sleep for another 5 years. I'm about to get a like dropped on my head, aren't I? Oh, I heard it. I heard. Why are you invincible to arrows now? What? Ah, yes. More money for the floor. The floor ground money. Rock and roll. Really has a different meaning in this game, doesn't it? Did I miss the map as a kid? Was I supposed to find the dungeon map as a kid? No, right? No. No, we're good. Actually, that's not true. I 100% could have found the dungeon map as a kid, but I did not. Through a choice that was made to not explore that main room. Could have, did not. But I didn't like miss out on it. I don't have to go back. We're good where we're at, thankfully enough. Can I just zip zoom up here? Can't hook shot onto metal, but stone bricks, no problem. Oh yes, it's an invisible enemy. It's really important to make sure that the enemies all feel seen in this game. He didn't like it. He doesn't actually want to be seen. Yeah. Triple kill. Okay. Just move the silly little snake mirror. Just kidding, you can't pull. Gotta push. As we learned in the water temple yesterday. Always try to push. That was wrong. That's an ice trap. That's also wrong. It's probably another ice trap. That's correct. That smug face of the sun is really, really disturbing. Oh, it goes away. Uh-oh, I have summoned a wall master. Yeah, get it. Ooh, I also do need to do the Big Goron quest still, too. The trading minigame. I haven't done that. So I need to do... I'm thinking of, like, post this temple wrap-up stuff to do. Which I probably won't do tonight. Yeah, I knew that. We called that. So I've got to do the Gerudo training ground, which is fine, not a problem. And I have to do the trading minigame and find the last piece of heart, potentially. So we've got some stuff that we can do. Can I get back up here if I drop down? Yes, the answer is yes. In which case, we're gonna get the map. Why would they put pots there and have them be empty? That's so cruel. Don't they know who Link is? Impulsive pot smasher. Okay. Map. We found map quest. We've got map quest and we've got a GPS in our pockets. So we're doing pretty good. Pretty good. How does one how does one open that shortcut door? Because that would be pretty handy. That would be pretty nice. Don't think I can, in fact. Oh, but hold on. I can go get a Skulltula. We can get ourselves a little Skull-Tully. I think he's just up around the river bend. Up around the staircase bend. Oh, that's a scarecrow. We could have scarecrowed on over. I'm gonna hover boots. Ooh, that was close. Weird, I heard a noise, I thought them. Okay, no, I don't know what that was. Just weird random noises in the house, you know, it's totally, totally normal. Totally normal, not strange noises. Oh, is there supposed to be a chest there too? Did I just... No, I gotta hit a switch. Sometimes I wonder how my brain retains as much of this information as it does. It's gotta be because I did it when I was younger. So it's like formative memories, more so or something, I don't know. Makes sense. Good enough. We must hammer smash. Hammer down! Oh, you missed. How embarrassing. Blinky is embarrassed right now. Devastated. Oh, I need a key? Hold on. Heard that pot. Floating pots. Floating pots attack. More at 11. I really could have done this in a better order choice, but... Can I not get there? No! Just missed. We're good. Never mind. You just have to aim correctly. Calm down. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Calm down. Oh, that's the key. That's the key that I need. Oh. Okay. So then what did... Wait. What? Oh, that switch opened this door. Okay, I got confused. I thought it opened a different door. I am taking these boots off. These slip-sliding boots are coming off. They are no longer on my feet. I can't imagine pushing a block this big. Well, and also just like looking at his footwork. His feet are like sliding. Gonna have back problems. Oh, jeez. Thought I was done with the hammer. Rusty switch. Okay, that's our shortcut. Our shortcut has been activated, which probably didn't even need, but can't hurt. And now we can go fight the second boss, which is same as the first boss, just different. You fight 3 iron knuckles in this dungeon, I think. I'm now just putting that... Where did that treasure chest come from? Oh, good. It just is a troll. Okay, got it. Very nice. 5 rupee treasure chest. We don't love to see that. In fact, we rather dislike that. And this is another one of those rooms that has the fire things. And we just say, no, don't need to mess with it. And just burn them all. Burn them all. Just kidding, it missed these two. We'll get them this time. There we go. I'm missing a key. Why am I missing a key? Do I need to get this guy? I hope. Okay. So that opens the door, but I'm still missing a key. To a room that I assume is just a Skull-Tully. Oh. Oh. Wait, what? One of these guys is not like the other. Just kidding, they all run around. That's a problem. Did I just kill all of them? Uh-oh. Well, now what do I do? I've blown up my Switch buttons. My Nintendo Switch buttons have blown up. Reset, do it again. But if I touch it, it freaks out. I can't... Can you land on that switch? I'm very confused. Normally you push these guys, but they all... Am I supposed to just make a mosh pit party on the switch or something? Can one of y'all please go on the switch? That would be great. That's weird. I thought you dragged one of them onto the switch. Well, they all reset. Very quick reflexes. The split second that that door is unbarred, you just gotta slip on through. Okay, I guess better than a blue rupee because at least it's something. Okay, well, that's nice. Oh, I wish I had the big Goron sword now. Oh well. Wrong attack, sir. Churn, churn. He sounds so angry. I mean, I'd be angry if I was getting cheated this hard. That was just over. Oh, he blocked an attack. Whoa. Again, I understand that I make this enemy look pointless and feeble, but they're still one of my favorite enemies. Can't help it. They're cool. They're cool, they've got cool big armor, and they've got a big axe. Like, that's pretty cool. Pretty cool. I think it's pretty cool. Ah, treasure. And chicken. It's just another chicken. Ugh. Fried chicken. The mirror shield has been obtained. The shield's polished surface can reflect light or energy. Press R to use it. Yeah, but you have to equip it first. Don't forget that crucial step. It will reflect light or energy, but it will not reflect Deku Nuts. You can no longer kill Scrublets with this thing. You gotta take out your normal, boring Hylian shield to reflect nuts back at the Scrublets. But we can do this now. Aha! Happy creepy sun face. A key. Oh, just kidding. That other room is very important then. Just do a quick little check. Check 1, 2. Wow, we're almost done. We're almost done with this place. Basically just got the top floor to get through. Or zip zooming. This is another room that it's like, oh, you've got this really challenging climbing puzzle that's very cool, and you just bypass the entire thing. Just, nah, we'll just hookshot up onto the top of it. Completely nullify the challenge of that room. Why do they continue to make me play this song? Have I not proven my worth by now? I'm in the temple. This is just like these secret royal messenger rooms. There's probably some lore behind it. I'm sure there's like a Zeltic video that goes in depth about it and talks about all the reasons that the Legend of Zelda has the Triforce things outside the doors. I know words. So when we were in the Fire Temple and I was just commenting on the sheer lack of fake doors. This is the fake door factory, and they're everywhere, and you cannot escape them. Well, yeah, you must Goron special crop, but I think you can hammer. Can we hammer down the doors? Yeah. It's a very big close-up of the eyeball. See, another thing when we're talking about stuff making sense, these like magic platforms that just appear when you shoot an eyeball, that doesn't need to make sense. It doesn't need to make sense. It's magic. It's just magic. Do you believe in magic? In the Ocarina of Time? So we got the boss key now. And I think that's everything in this room. So it's really just get to the boss door now, and then we fight the boss. Which, the boss fight here is a little iffy-ish. Just in the sense of, like, you're pretty reliant on some RNG. Depending on what they decide, what attacks they decide to use. You'll see. You'll see what I mean. Oh, look. It is a friend, not friend. Rip. Rip, friend, not friend. What do you mean, da-dan? Oh, ice trap? Oh, bombs. That's an actual, like, reward. What do I need bombs for? Oh. Oh, I must bomb a wall that is right there. These guys are just freaking out. They are spinning, they are rotating in every which direction. They are all over the place. I think they're dizzy. Can we get that guy? There we go. Okay, so I can't pull, must push. Rotation. I could go for some bombs for dinner. Or like dessert, really, at this point. Post-dinner bombs. Bombs for dinner. I wonder what's for bombs. Oh, I just got bombs right as I said that too. Wow, spooky. I wonder what's for Bomb's dinner. Who is Bomb and what are they serving? Do you think it is bombs? Lamp oil. Rope. Floating pots. You want it, I've got it. As long as you have enough rupees. Oh, we're sinking. Really, Link feeds the Dodongos bombs for dinner. This is a really cool effect, the like crackling of the stone or whatever. But boy, hope you took your hookshot lessons because they want you to hookshot to that little thing, which is a little unclear. But what are you gonna do? Okay, it's time for the third iron knuckle. Oh, looks like someone is here, Kumi. Looks like it, Kodaki. What an outrageous fellow he is to intrude so boldly into our temple. We should teach this outrageous fellow a lesson. They're gonna do nothing. They're gonna make the minion teach me a lesson. Oh, loyal minion. Also, this is a good bit of humor that happens here. Destroy this intruder on our behalf. As they just dematerialize. Good little bit. It's like, I'm ready to fight. Wait, where's my axe? Oh, this one's extra shiny. You know what that means. It has the exact same attack pattern, but it looks prettier doing it. And that's really, at the end of the day, that's all that matters, right? Oh, I hacked up. I hacked it up. You gotta wait till after the attack. Got a little greedy. Blocking. We're blocking. There we go. That's the easier attack to defeat. Oh no, look who it is. It's your girl Naburu. They put her in a suit of iron. Where am I? Well, good thing that I was only smacking the armor and not just, you know, stabbing her repeatedly. Well, looks like she's back to normal, Kome. She's just a little girl, but she commands a lot of respect among the Gerudo, Kotake. Like that they have to, like, constantly reassure each other that they know their names. Maybe we should get her to work for the great Ganondorf a little while longer. Then we should brainwash her again. How about you don't? Oh, never mind, too late. Deleted. That's like what happens when you die in Tron. You just, you know... removed. De-resed, as it were. But now, time for fourth boss. Fourth boss and real boss. What a big room of pointlessness. Why are these textures misaligned? I'm just like really noticing that in this playthrough. I wonder if that's because it's on the emulator or what, but like the whole like floor grid. Oh, shoot. Oh, look at the stupid kid. He came here to offer himself as a sacrifice to Ganondorf. I think that's what that said. I didn't realize it was not going to let me pause the cutscene. With my flame, I will burn him to the bone. Yeah, I can't do that laugh either, but... With my frost, I will freeze him to his soul. Yeah. She did it. Who did it better? Me or her? Her. 100%. Sorceress Sisters. Twin Rover. Alright, time for reflecting some magics. Dark magics. My pretty. My pretty dark No. Why are you on this side? This is not how we play this game. Looking at the wrong one. Looking at the wrong one. You have a problem. It's my bad. I got distracted. This isn't gonna work. This isn't gonna work yet. You gotta get them both in frame. My pretty Linky, won't you just stay in one spot so I can zap you with my ice beam? I spent a lot of my Game Corner coins on this TM, just for you. Just so I could learn this move. Haha, get fire zapped. There's not a fire beam. Oh, there's also not a thunder beam. There is a thunder beam, I think. I'm now talking Pokemon. I think that there's just flamethrower. I don't think there's a fire beam. Oh, you missed. How'd you miss? Come on. This is not a good angle. No, you gotta be there. You gotta be there and ready. Gotta be there and ready to mix the magics. Oh, yeah, do that. That's perfect. Stay right there. No, go back. Just be literally inside your... Oh, I have been iced. Don't you laugh. You're the ones phasing through each other. Come on. This is gonna be... Oh, there we go. I missed. How embarrassing. Okay, yeah, I can't do anything when you're all the way across. Oh, I have frozen myself again. Yeah, you're so funny. You're so funny when you burn me. Such a great laugh. Oh, that's fire. It does burn. I'm just gonna stay here. That really did a lot of damage. Turns out the ground keeps burning when the ground is on fire. Good thing fairies are overpowered as all get out in this game. All right, who's up? You gotta be kidding me. You gotta be kidding me. I think I've only hit them once. This is saying. Burn meanders. It's a bit of a stretch, but I get it. Bernie Sanders is not burning his handers. That's news to you that fire burns. Did you know? When it's on fire, it's fire. I don't know which one's which. I've forgotten. They said their names about 17 times to each other, and I don't remember which one was which. I was gonna exclaim to one of them, like, hey, can you stay on screen? Koume and or Kotake, can you please get your ish together? They are really being a little persnickety. A little persnickety. Can't see. Okay. Yeah. Persnickety witches. The worst kind of witches. Why are you standing right above me? Will this even work? I'm gonna give it a shot. Oh, oh. Maybe Z-targeting is not the way to... I thought that would be, that would do it. Persnickerdoodle. It literally inside and I missed. What would be in a persnickerdoodle? Parsnip? Doesn't sound good. What is a parsnip? Is that like an onion? Parsnippity. This isn't gonna work. This isn't gonna work at all. I'm gonna frozen. What am I doing? Oh, it worked. Oh, that's what does it. Sure. The point blank directly above me attack. Persimmon in the persnickerdoodle. Is that a fruit? It's a fruit, right? Persimmon. Everything else is the same. You just put bits of persimmon in it. Persimmon. Oh, there we go. There's another hit. I think we're up to 2 on one and 1 on the other. I don't remember which one was which, but... Alright, we're gonna see if this works again. It worked the last time with the Ice Lady. Okay, that's 3 on Ice Lady. Okay. Okay, Komi. No woods in chat. You're not allowed to wood. No. The wink is completely unnecessary. All right, time for phase 2. That hair, though. How do you keep that straight? Like not straight, as in like straightened, because it's actual fire and ice. But it's gotta be tough to deal with. We're charging up our laser shield. Oh no, no, bad. Can't cross the beams. Ice negates fire. And fire burns, as we learned earlier. Stop it. This is the part that I mean, the earlier one was just my aiming. But this is the part of this boss fight that's really just like, which move is she gonna use? The one you want or the one you don't want? And if I'd have just switched to ice, it would have been all over by now, but... There we go. Burn. Burn, witchy, burn. See, you can't attack quite as fast on this one. No one cycle this boss, sadly. Trick question, you just don't. That's the... How do you? You don't. That's the neat part. You don't. We're just gonna ice. Oh, it didn't work. Oh, I have been frozed. Oh, I'm like frozen in midair. That's kind of a cool pose. So you gotta like not have something on your shield, otherwise it still gets you. It still gets you. Oh, we're icing it up. Ice shield, baby. Why do you do this? Why are you the way that you are? Twin Rova. There we go. That's like a ice blast. Oh no! What have I done? I have fallen and I can't get up. Please, life alert. Well, that one's on me. That's my bad. Sorry there, Twin Rova. You're gonna have to stay alive a little bit longer. Sorry to say. Sorry to break that news to you. Quite a headdress, the giant gems in the middle there. Okay, come on. Ice it. Ice it. Yeah. And I just need to not do what I did last time. Okay, so I was only 2 hits away from the last one. If I had the big Goron Sword, it would have gone even better. Well, there we go. See, the floor is misaligned. That's so weird. That's so strange that the textures are off by just like a few pixels, it seems. Oh, shoot, what a fresh kid. This time we'll get serious, right, Kotake? Oh, what? Hey, Koume, what's that above your head? I don't know, but you've got one over your head too, Kotake. I still don't know which one's talking. I'm only 400 years old and I'm just 380 years old. We're twins, don't try to lie about your age. You must have gone senile. What are you calling senile? Is that how you treat your older sister? We're twins, how can you be older? Yeah, they're... good sound effects of their bickering. Oh. Goodbye. I'll come back to haunt you. I don't know who, they both said that, I guess. Well, Link is gonna be haunted by, some witches. Witch haunt. Witch haunt? I don't know, but at least one haunt. Greater than one haunt. We did it. 2 dungeons, 1 string. Taken care of. That went really quick. I'm actually really surprised how fast that went. Really surprising. Kid, let me thank you. You're welcome, Naburu. Look what the little kid has become in the past 7 years. Competent swordsman. Hey, young Link's a pretty darn competent swordsman himself. He just has a small little sword. He doesn't have the Master Sword. By the way, I really messed up. I was brainwashed by those old witches and used by Ganondorf to do his evil will. It's not your fault. Don't blame yourself for being brainwashed. Like, come on. But isn't it funny that a person like me could turn out to be the Sage of Spirit? That is funny. It's a good joke. Now I'm going to fight them as one of the 6 sages. Fight them. Ganondorf's minions? I'm going to pay them back for what they did to me. I already defeated the witches, if that's who you're referring to. No, Linky, the hero of time. Instead of keeping the promise I made back then, I give you this medallion. Instead of giving you something cool, instead of getting some cool toy, you're gonna get this coin. Take it. Take it respectfully. Got sucked off to heaven. Lucky them. They got the halos and everything and just straight up through the ceiling, all the way to the, for some reason they're going to the pearly gates. I don't know why, because they seem to be a little, the fire and ice brimstone kind of thing seems to go the other way, but... Naburu awakens as a sage and adds her power to yours. I've got all the coins for my coin collection now. We're good to go. If only I knew you would become such a handsome man. Everyone is so thirsty for Linky. He can't get a moment's break. Should have made the promise I kept back then. What was the promise? What was the promise? There's no what are you promising? It's not like I got engaged to you too. Did I secretly get engaged to her somehow as well? Oh, it's your boy Rauru. He's back. Look at that face. Linky the hero. Finally, all of us, the 6 sages, have been awakened. The time for the final showdown with the King of Evil has come. This evening, in the Smackdown Arena fight of a lifetime, Linky versus Ganondorf. Before that, though, you should meet the one who is waiting for you. The one who is waiting for you at the Temple of Time. Look deep into my... No, he's done. He's out of here. It's like you've looked at my eyes long enough, bub. Get out of the sacred realm. Your time here is up. Okay, then. Okay. Let us That's not right. Let's do the Big Goron quest. Because I've still got a bit of time. And we can do the Big Goron quest, and then we can get back to where we belong. In the Gerudo Training Grounds. Gerudo Training Grounds. But yeah, I want to do the Big Goron quest because I think that will go relatively quick, potentially, perhaps, perhaps. It sometimes surprises me how quick I can zoom through this game, sections of this game, I should specify. And like, I'm trying to think of other games that Kirby 64, Kirby and the Crystal Shards. The last time I played that was I think a year or two ago, also on this here Nintendo Switch Online Virtual Console, which made it nice and easy to do. And I beat that game in a day, 100%ed it in a day. I think it was like maybe 5 or 6 hours I did it, but I mean, when you played a game that much and you just know it, you know it, you know? Oh. This is me trying to wake up in the morning. My eyes refuse to open. Oh, hey, can you take this and fix this, please? That broken knife is surely my work. I really want to repair it, but because of yesterday's eruption, my eyes are irritated. There are fine eye drops in Zora's domain. You will find them if you go see King Zora. Please go get the eye drops. Okay. You checked in the broken Goron sword and received a prescription. Go see King Zora. Okay. So, how do I want to do this? I want to... Oops. There is a weird like delay with the music notes. And I play too fast. My brain goes faster than my mouth. So we gotta deal with your boy Big Hammer. Imagine just standing still and getting repeatedly shot by arrows and not moving or defending yourself at all. No. Hey, Dublin dog, Dublin is a cute little puppy dog. A puppy dog. Dublin dog, Dublin is a cute little puppy dog. A puppy dog. He's a cute little puppy dog. Where am I trying to go? This way. Oh, nope. Wait, what? That's where I just came from. This way. Wow. I actually got momentarily lost in the Lost Woods. You hate to see it. Dublin is a cute little puppy dog. A puppy dog. I really hope that the piece of heart that I need, I hope they're both in the Gerudo Training Grounds. Because boy, if they aren't... oh, I know where it is. I remember where it is. And this is exactly where I need to be. Oh. What luck. What luck. It's at the bottom of Zora's domain. I don't know why I frequently forget that one's there. Well, this is also assuming that my brain remembering is correct and that there is, in fact, a piece of heart inside the Gerudo Training Ground, which there might not be. And if there isn't, then uh-oh, we are in trouble. Why am I... No. Here, take this, all of you, prescription, and... Oh, no, wait. No. Oh, eye drops. Oh, this is... Well, eye drops. You might say we have them. You might say we don't. We do have the ingredients. If you take the ingredients to the doctor at the lake laboratory, he can make the drops for you. But you need to deliver them fresh. Can you make it before they spoil? No, I forgot that was a thing. And before we go and do a quick runabout, we need to... You're inside the ice. His butt is like frozen, literally. We need to go forth and get this heart piece that I feel quite certain is in here, because I don't think I got it. I got the one on the ice floe, but I did not get the one at the bottom of this giant abyss of a lake. One of the times I did a randomizer, I did like, you can randomize all these standing rupees. And so this was just an absolute gold mine. There were like 5 different items down here that I needed because all these 1 rupees were shuffled into the item pool. I love that Navi is also muffled underwater. The one who's waiting for us at the Temple of Time. It could be, it might be, it's a first down. Now we can go and talk to Mr. King Zora Ants, Mr. King Zora Frozen Butt, and get our frog. This is a very frog-focused stream. We've been helping frogs grow, we've been milking them for eye drops, really just frogging all over the place. Ah, heck, I've used frog as a verb again. What have I done? All right, here, take your piece of paper. Oh, this is, yes, eye drops. Very good. You might say we have them, you might say we don't. We do have the ingredients. If you take the ingredients to the doctor at the lake laboratory, he can make the drops for you. But you need to deliver them fresh. Can't skip this text, which is why we're reading it. Can you make it before they spoil? This is a pretty good underwater voice. Oh, thank you. I just did a with my tongue. You know. There you go. The eyeball frog. Yep. While it's cold. Frogs on Ice, coming soon to a theater nowhere near you. Sadly, we cannot swim to the lake because everything is still frozen in here. So we gotta swim down the river. I'm gonna need to horse it, I think. I think we're gonna need to horse. Would it be quicker to go through the Lost Woods? Maybe. No, we're gonna just swim. We're gonna swim. Oh, we can't actually swim because we're not Bab. We are too tall for swimming. Well, heck, we're in it now. We're half in the water. Oh well. The well, that's a deep subject. I kind of forgot that I already did the well, because I already got I did the long time ago. This could potentially be a problem. 2 minutes to get there. I just gotta ride Swift on Epona. Swift Epona. Epona Pen Epona. Epona Pen. It would not have really saved us all that much time in looking at the map. Okay. Horsey, please, we must frog our way over to Lake Hylia to visit the Lake Old. Let me get on. Come on. We don't have time to goof. No goofing. No new nor old boots shall be goofed. It might have been quicker just because it would have been less swimming. I actually am a little concerned about the time on this one. It's gonna be close. Only because it completely relies on if I'm able to get over the fence. That right there, the big Poe, that's the reason I don't want to 100% this. They're a pain in the butt to get. And I could just be bad at it, but whoo boy, do I not like them. They have caused me countless frustrations in the past. Okay, Epona. Over the fence. Oh, we're good. We're good. We made it. If I did not make the jump, that would have really put us in a risky situation. But we're good now. Can Epona go on the lift? I don't know where it went. It's gone. Epona destroyed it. Epona, the trampler of plants. Hello there, son. I'm researching the process of making medicine by mixing Lake Hylia's water with various unusual compounds. And perhaps you've met that old lady from the potion shop? She's like a student of mine. Take this frog and milk it. Oh, wow. I haven't seen an eyeball frog like this since Zora's domain froze over. That was 7 years ago. These eyeballs are so delicious. Tonight I will cook fried eyeballs for the first time in a long time. Such great stuff. Please say thank you to King Zora. Whoa. These are for making Big Goron's eye drops? Oh, how disappointing. Yes, you should have said that in the first place. Very well, let me milk the frog. Milk the frog eyeballs. Here it is. I am old. This medicine doesn't have any preservatives in it, so it won't last long at this temperature. Oh, it's a double whammy! You gotta do 2 time trials back to back to back. Oh, heavens. Wow. Epona, we're just gonna have to ride all... There's no shortcuts to take. Not true. Not true. Shortcut to take would be... Okay, I'm mapping this out in my brain. Ride to Kokiri Forest, go to Lost Woods, shortcut to Goron's, shortcut from Darunia's room to the crater. I think that's it. As long as being in the volcano doesn't speed up the time, that would be kind of silly if it did. Anyway, it won't last longer. Run as fast as you can to Death Mountain. You're young. You can do it. This just makes me think of an item from Kirby. You traded the eyeball frog for the world's finest eye drops. Hurry! Take them to Big Goron before they go bad. This is an awful business model. I guess he doesn't want the business model. He wants to eat eyeballs. Oh, I parked Epona facing a... So if I heck this up, I gotta start all over. I think we can do it. I think we can do it as long as we don't have any mishaps. Which right now that I've said that, that's a frisky ledge there. Sometimes Epona doesn't like that ledge. Okay, if we can make the jump, we're good. We're good. Can we make the jump, Epona? Square it up. Keep going. Okay, we're good. We're going to the Kokiri Forest, and then we're gonna quick hop up and about to the Lost Woods. Take the Goron shortcut. Take the shortcut to the Mountain of Death. The way is death. And I think we should be okay. I'm not gonna try and jump over that fence because that's gonna end very poorly. Very poorly. Big Poe, you are a distraction and I could have easily captured you, but I am being focused and locked into this very special quest that I must do. Okay, opponent. Thanks. You've been real. It's been real. It's been fun. It's been real fun. Let me off. Okay, okay, okay. We got 2 minutes and 50 seconds left. I think we got it. I think I'm feeling very good about the confidence level. The confidence level is not over 9,000, but it's pretty high up there. Dublin is a puppy. Dublin dog, he's a dog, he's a cute. He's a puppy. Oh, I singing the wrong verse. Singing the wrong part. Dublin, Dublin, he is not in the room with me. Where is the dog? I'm a little, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna do a thing. I'm a little weirdly worried that it's gonna be problematic going into the volcano. I don't think it is. I don't think it is. I don't know why it would be. The only thing that like deletes it is if you use a warp song. So I'm hoping that it won't mess anything up, but we'll find out. I think it messed it up. It looks a lot less blue now. I mean, it does make sense. Taking it into a volcano would probably not be the best choice. But then, man, 2 minutes to... Oh, and I saved when I was down on the ground. Oh, man. Well, we would have been fine on time if it was this. This is a much easier way to get here. Oh! No, we're good. Wait. The other timer nullified my current timer, or were they going at the same time? I don't think I had that much time left. Here, take your eye drops. I'll have to review the footage because I don't think that, I don't think that I had that much time left. Really? You brought the eye drops? I'm so relieved. I'm going to use them right now. The splash heard round the world. Wow! This is stimulating. It's working great. Now I can get back to my blade business. My work is not very consistent, so I'll give this to you so you won't forget. After a few days, please return. Wait, just wait patiently. Or we'll wait very patiently. Oh, hey, Big Candy. See you in there with your Powerpuff Girls emote. Nice, very nice. How you doing? How you doing? Hope you're having a good evening. The Big Oron sword, you got a claim check for it. You can't wait for the sword to be completed. I think I just get to, like, stand here and flip time back and forth a bunch. I think I can do that. Doing good. We're actually just kind of wrapping up some Ocarina of Time. We're getting near the end of the game, doing some side questing, trying to get a big ol' sword. Glad to hear you're doing well. Yeah, Ocarina of Time is, like, definitely one of my favorite games. I have played it many a times, and it's been a long time since I've done a regular, just straight through, like, vanilla playthrough of Ocarina of Time. I've done the randomizer quite a bit, and so I just wanted to do a regular playthrough and help jog my memory for doing another randomizer run at some point in the future. I've never streamed a randomizer run before, but that'll probably happen. What are some of retro titles that you like? Do you have any favorites? Any of your, like, classic nostalgia trips that you like to take? We've done 3 days. I think that's enough. Think he's done? Not yet. Hey, you are impatient. I'm literally fast-forwarding time to get this sword. I don't actually know if this works, but boy, if I'm not persistent. Persnickety. Am I playing the song too? Oh, I think I'm playing the song too quick. Pikmin original, like the first one. Paper Mario and the Thousand-Year Door, Star Fox Assault. Yeah, okay, so I have not played any of the Pikmin games. I have also not played Paper Mario and the Thousand-Year Door. I played some of the Paper Mario, I think it was just Paper Mario 64. Star Fox Assault is legit. I love that game so much, and I want Nintendo to do, like, a new Star Fox Assault with actual, like, dual stick shooters and stuff. Because I loved the like, hop in the R-Wing, fly around, hop off, pick up a gun, and, like, shoot bugs. It was very fun. Star Fox Assault was a great game. Just the aiming was clunky, like, you know, all the GameCube era Nintendo games. You were playing the Marvel Rivals, right? The Overwatch killer, as everyone is saying. It's a fun new game so far. I'm really not, like, too up to speed on a lot of that. Local multiplayer online would be great. I'm pretty sure, Coactical, did you and I play any Star Fox Assault local multiplayer? I had to have made you play at least some of that when we were younger. That sword is my finest work. Okay, we got the big, no, it's not the big knife. It's actually the big Goron sword. This blade was forged by a master smith and won't break. Yeah, if you want to go big, you go big Goron. You don't go mid Goron. Mid Goron's just mid. Medi? I think it's Medi Goron, but whatever. Look at that face. Look at that big old face. Yeah, he's a cutie. He's a cutie patootie. He'd accidentally crush you just trying to high-five you, but he's cute all the same. All right, so we've done that. We totally did. Yeah, it was great. It totally would be. I mean, I think Nintendo's too focused on like Splatoon because that's kind of their big like shooter IP, and Star Fox has just been kind of left behind ever since. What was the like kind of garbage one that they released for the Wii U where you had to aim with the gamepad? That was a little bit of hot garbage, if I may. Unfortunately, because man, would a new Star Fox game be great. But Star Fox and F-Zero just get the short end of the stick with Nintendo. I mean, Metroid too, but at least we have the, there's Metroid 4 existing. So there's that, but I'd totally be down for a Star Fox Assault. Not remake, but like something in that style as a Star Fox game with some online multiplayer would be so great. You'd pet Big Goron too? Yeah. He's just got that cute little face. Kind of makes me think like he's got such big eyes. He's just like a little dog kind of. They really don't have a love for some of the best titles, it's true. Which is weird because I don't know, Nintendo makes just some weird decisions sometimes. They put out the F-Zero 99 and like people loved that a lot. But they're just, I'm not sure. I'm not sure what they're doing a lot of the time. They do have a tendency to ignore a lot of hits, but I guess like they're catering more towards the younger crowd, the younger generations and demographics. Like they might not care about a Star Fox game or an F-Zero game because they don't have any nostalgia for that, which I have nostalgia in my veins. Like I live and breathe nostalgia for better and for worse, but I think that nostalgia junkies are a dwindling demographic, and sure, they'll get some good sales, but they're also going to get a lot of harsh critiques from us nostalgia junkies. But you're downloading Rivals, seen enough streamer friends play it at this point, I gotta try it. I've seen a couple people play it. I've heard from a lot of people that really, really like Overwatch 2 as well, which I haven't played, that they're like, this is good. And there's Jeff, the land shark. I saw a clip of that and I was like, okay, this game's amazing. It's an adorable shark and you get to just like nom people up. Okay, well, Practical, if you're downloading it, I guess I'll have to do it too. You're an Overwatch player and you like it. I played Overwatch 1. I've not played any Overwatch 2, which is funny because I actually downloaded Overwatch 2 because I was talking with a bunch of people that were playing it, and I was like, oh, maybe I should check this out again. I have no idea why I got this in my head. I was a Junkrat main in Overwatch 1. Love me some Junkrat. I don't know why I thought there was no Junkrat in Overwatch 2. At some point when they did the whole dumb transition from Overwatch 1 to Overwatch 2, I thought there was no Junkrat, and so I just like erased it from my mind. I was like, no, this doesn't exist. This game, not real. It's fake. And it was gone forever. So then I learned there's Junkrat, and I'm like, why didn't I play this? But you have your new M.2 drives, you can install whatever you want now. Oh yeah, Mr. Fancy Pants over there with hard drives that aren't super full. I have to get one more achievement in Cyberpunk, which is buying all the cars, which turns out there's a lot of cars, and I've got to do a bunch of side quests to get money to buy the cars. Anyway, that's the last achievement I have in Cyberpunk, and then I can uninstall that game because I finished my playthrough. And that's like 80 gigs of free space. But I'm not in the red on my hard drives, but I'm in the almost red. I added a new hard drive when I started streaming for like VODs and clips and video editing junk, which is good. But that's exclusive. I'm not putting games on that hard drive. Dan, you're downloading it too? Okay. How big is it? Is it a big download? We're in the middle of the month. We're in the middle of the month. Yeah, fine. I'm sure I won't go over my data cap, my data limit. 40 gig? Yeah, it'll be fine. We'll manage. I didn't realize how much internet streaming really kind of used until I started getting emails saying, hey, you're at 80% of your data cap at the end of each month once I started streaming. But here we are. Yeah, the yellow range, right? I don't know. It doesn't actually have a color. It's still just a blue bar, but it's the principle of the thing. All right. I'll try out Rivals. I'm not going to be able to stream it. I don't think... Here's the deal. It's not a deal. Here's the fact. Here's the Trufus Rufus. I need a new... What is happening? Why does it say my bitrate is full? What is happening? What? Hold on. My Twitch dashboard says my bitrate is 427,000 kilobits per second. I'm thinking something's not right there. Huh. I mean, we're good. I'm still alive. I don't know why that is the way that is, but that's funny. That's pretty funny. The deal was I need a new computer. I'm waiting for AMD to get their stuff together and get some of their CPUs back in stock so that I can buy one and I can start doing my new build. Because this almost 8-year-old machine is doing fine for me, but it is, you know, it's showing its age a little bit. It's showing its age. We'll stream it on yours, sure. That works. That works. And then I don't have to put it down to total potato set. Well, I might have to still play it with total potato settings. Total potato settings is a bit of a tongue twister. Oh. The urge right now. What is with these 5 rupee chests, you guys? This is ridiculous. They're everywhere. Did I just get my money back from... Oh, it's arrows. 5 rupees and arrows. You have a pretty good computer and younger, but it's tough to run and stream it. Oh, okay. Yeah, I have heard a lot of people kind of complaining about like some stuttering issues, just even playing it, like some crashes with it. But it's kind of... I hate the fact that now it's just a phrase, well, it's a newer game. They're like ironing out the bugs and kinks and stuff. When you have games, I mean, okay, games were simpler back in the day. Add another tally mark to the non-existent back in the day counter. But like, the mindset now of, we can release a game and just like fix it over time is a little frustrating. I totally understand. There's different hardware. There's different setups. Like it's not that there's going to be a one fix that'll work for everybody type of thing. But just the mentality of it is what I don't like. Like they shouldn't be getting a pass just because they're not doing a good job optimizing and like using the public as their optimization tests. That's the part that rubs me the wrong way, right? Like that's the issue. And so, you know, but it's a live service game, you know, free to play, free to start, whatever. There's so many excuses that can be made, and I'm not going to do it. Oh, I got one. There's a lot of excuses, and it's not like I don't also make them for games that I like, but it's just something about it rubs me the wrong way a little bit, you know? Hey, can we beat over this fight, please? Because I've only got 10 seconds. Please? Please. I don't know what happens when that timer hits 0. Oh, not even close. You might have to run it on lower. I'm probably gonna have to run it on potato if I can run it. Run it at 30 frames a second. I'll run my shooter games at 30 frames a second, and I'll do just as good as I would have if they were at 50 or 60, I mean. You think they just haven't optimized it yet? The loading screens are black? What? They don't even have like cool splash screens or anything in between? That's silly. Just put like a picture up. They've got some concept art, I'm sure, hanging around somewhere. What studio did this? I mean, this is all stuff that I could look up on my own, but, you know. can also just ask you guys about it. It's season 0. Oh. So they're really they're doing a beta season, I guess. Unofficial beta testing, which is basically any time a new live service game gets launched. I mean, oh, that's a rock. Ouch. But yeah, Marvel Rivals having some issues. I mean, the dress-up game of the century, Infinity Nikki, is also having some performance issues, I guess, so. Just a real rough go for live service games, you know? Where? Oh, what have I done? What have I... Where's the other things? Ew, it's hidden up here. That was the last one, okay. That's not so bad. You'd think that my goldfish brain would remember that there was fire there. Wait. Do I need the golden gauntlets for this? Oh, no. No, I don't. They wouldn't do that to me. I just need the silver gauntlets. We're good. I can pass go. I can collect my $200. If there's not my last piece of heart in here, I'm gonna be real bummed. That's gonna be a real big bummer. So if it's season 0, do they have a season 0 like battle pass? I'm sure they do, but that just sounds so silly. All right, show me your back. Thank you. Yeah, this isn't so much a dungeon as it is just a, give me arrows. It's a, like, gauntlet. One with silver hands shall move a giant block. Who is talking to me right now? Am I hearing the voices in my head again? The voices that are telling me to push a giant block? You don't know yet. Shaders are still compiling. Okay. Well, that's fine. It's not like it's important, but it was only yesterday we established fire was hot. Don't beat yourself up. You know what? That's true. That's true. I'll give Link a pass on this one. He had to get blasted by a fire laser beam in order for him to remember that, oh yeah, fire hot. Is there not a switch in here? Actually, to be fair, that was like 7 days ago, because I played the Sun song like 18 times or whatever, so. Technically yesterday to Link, but like a week ago in real world time. Actually. So. But I appreciate you giving me a pass on the, what is this phallic room of death? Can I fire them? All right, all y'all like to be fired. Get out of my office. They do melt. You can melt the, yeah. I thought there was like a bunch of treasure chests in this room for some reason. Lots of cack. Did y'all ever make, in like school, I think it was called gack, actually. And it was like slime, you know? It was some sort of weird compound that you'd just, various random chemicals you'd throw in a, what the hell is this? The fourth ice trap has emerged. You'd just like take a bunch of chemicals and throw them in a bag and like mix it up and you'd get this weird slimy, disgusting thing that you could play with. Kind of like a silly putty, but not. And homemade. What am I trying to do? I just remember doing that. It was like for some, not like art class, I don't know. They had a day where they didn't know what to do with us, so they're like, let's make gack. I should have made a blue rupee counter for the amount of chests that I have found with blue rupees in it. Oh. funny that they would put those next to each other. It doesn't matter to me one bit because my pockets overfloweth. A lot of good that does me. You'd think that he could just like hold on to them and donate them to like a local charity or something. Speaking of charity, I did plug this at the beginning of the stream, but on Sunday at 10 a.m. Pacific time, my normal stream time on Sunday, I will be joining in another streamer's charity event that they're doing for St. Jude. We're going to be playing some multiplayer games, probably Lethal Company, maybe some Mario Kart or something. So I'll be hanging out there for a couple of hours, and that will be a fun time. Just some small streamers hanging out, trying to raise a bit of money. So if you're feeling charitable, you can donate to the charity and stuff. I'm not the one organizing it. Barb's things, she's the one that's putting it together. I'm just there to bring some folks over and show up and play some games, so. But it should be a good time. I have failed immensely at this. Okay, that's fine. We just keep going around and around and around in circles. Around and around. That's what I'll be up to this Sunday. And I might be streaming longer, because normally I'm done around 1 Pacific time, but okay. Why is this last one so persnickety? Persnickety is also the word of the day, I think. We're stockpiling the keys now. So, I've unlocked one door, but what about second door? Because I think that I have no map. You don't get a map here, it looks like. So I have no map, I have no frame of reference, I have nothing, in fact. But we'll play the Song of the Scarecrow People. This beautiful melody that I've created myself. Original content, do not steal. Can you appear, Mr. Scarecrow? Whoa, Mr. Scarecrow. Let me back up. Navi flies up there. Do I need to be further back or closer? I love that it plays it the way that I played it too, which was awful. Did I need to do it before I jumped down? Okay, I guess we're not getting back up there. Never mind then. We'll go this way. See if I care. I'll have to loop back around because there's a thing. Find a secret passage in this room. You bet I will. Don't you think for a second that I won't. These fire slug things are a weird enemy, but I love the sound that they make. Hammer time. Megaton. Oh, bonus chest. So when you're doing a randomizer, the Gerudo training ground here is also a really good one because there's just lots of chests with junk in it, like... Oh, arrows, okay. Useful item, not 5 rupees that spills out of my pocket immediately after acquiring it. Is it the tall boy? Ah, it's the tall boy. We're gonna just hit all of them. Aha, that's why. So then what does the eye do? I think the eye lets you leave from the room that you came in from, perhaps? That would, I guess, make sense if you're going counterclockwise. Or fire is hot. And that switch was on a timer. Cross the sea of fire. Why are we so fire fixated right now? Do 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 do. Do-do-do-do-do. That's not an ocarina. That's a hammer. Got the song right that time, first try. So, really little wins all across the way. I don't know why Twitch is still saying that my bitrate is 470,000 kilobits, but coming to you in 72K definition. Destroying my bandwidth. Not actually that high. Ooh, can I do this? Nope. 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 Can't. In fact, that's how you fall. That's how you burn and die. Maybe we'll do this one first. How can I guess I gotta jump out and around. I feel like I should be able to make that jump, but whatever, Link. Oh, hover boots. Hover boot. Das hover boot. Oh, hold on. Uh-oh, fire's gonna come back. Ooh, slippery, slippery. It's kind of fascinating to have boots that their whole goal is to make you slide around, but also levitate. That would be one of those, like, 80s or 90s toys that ends up getting banned. Kind of like moon shoes. New from Hasbro. Hover boots. Hover your way across the lake. Make sure you're wearing a life preserver in case they stop working because electronics and water don't mix. They'll workshop the marketing advertisement. Oh, Rivals news update. So yeah, there's definitely a battle pass. There's 30 days left in it, apparently. Well, you got 30 days to really grind that out in Season 0. I really think the last, what was the last Call of Duty that we played? The one with the, not Warzone. Not Domination, because that's an actual game mode. What the heck was it? Whatever. But I think that was the game that really killed my desire to do anything with battle passes ever. Like, if I get through it... Oh, these guys again. If I get through a battle pass, sure. I'll you know... I'll pick it up if it's worth it to me. But the whole grinding through it all and the... I don't know. I've had to deal with my own internal FOMO struggles a lot. Looking at you, Destiny 2. And I think that it's... I want to play what I want to play. And, you know, if I'm having fun grinding out a battle pass, sure, but... Oh, Rivals lets you get battle pass items after the season ends. Okay. Well, no, that's kind of interesting. Not locked behind some time-gated FOMO addiction like thingy-mabobber. That's kind of cool. I like the sound of that. But I think, like, I played the finals for a while. I do really like that. I'd actually like to give it another go. Oh! There was a current in this room. I played the finals, and I really liked that, and I completed the battle pass just by playing the game when I wanted to. I think maybe I grinded a couple levels at the end, but it wasn't like I didn't want to play. I just specifically was trying to do the quests or the missions or whatever to get the last bit of experience I needed. But like I finished the battle pass and I was like, okay, I'll pick this up. Because they had some cool stuff. I think I still have some of their... Oh my goodness. I think I still have some of their in-game currency for that as well. But... Is Rivals a standalone launcher, or is it like through Steam or something? I'll download it tonight. I'll give it a download. Can I just backflip into this? You got it on Steam? Sweet. No, I did it again. Oh, we got it, okay. The hardest challenge of the night. You're just in try everything life phase. I mean, why not? Like, it's free to play. The only thing that it costs me is my bandwidth, but... or data usage or whatever. Whatever the right term is. But I think it's... why not? You know, why not? Give it a try. It's free. Have some fun with it. The only downside is I have about 732,000 games in my backlog. And here I am playing a 26-year-old game that I've played 15 times before, so... you know. Clearly, playing a free-to-play game isn't going to detract from getting through that backlog anymore. Ooh, we got some frilly dinos. We were talking about old, kind of underrated or not well-known games earlier. Old Mac computers. And follow me down this road. Old Mac computers, like pre-Mac OS X, came with a game called Nanosaur, in which you were a velociraptor that was sent back in time, or sent through time. You're a velociraptor from the future. You have like cybernetic stuff and like a gun, like a Samus kind of gun, and you go back in time to collect dinosaur eggs because like dinosaurs have gone extinct in this, you know, world in which they live in the futuristic sci-fi universe. So you're going back to collect dinosaur eggs to like repopulate the species in the future. And it was a really, really cool game, especially for its time, because it was level based, but it was pretty open in terms of exploration. And you just would run around the map shooting other dinosaurs with your arm cannon and finding eggs, and then taking eggs to specific like drop-off points and dropping them off. It was pretty cool. It was very hard, but I was also, you know, wee bab, so that could have definitely contributed to some of that. But I just... seeing the frilly dinosaurs reminded me, because in like the second level or something, or the second world area, whatever, there was some enemy dinosaur that had like the frills that would shake and it would like spit poison at you. And it was really tough because you had to dodge the poison. But it was such an interesting game. And then on newer Macs, after I think version 10, Mac OS 10 or whatever, they had Nanosaur 2, which was not as good because you were a pterodactyl and you had to fly around, which was fine, but the issue was it was like a you can't touch the ground type of flying. So it was less free kind of explory, unfortunately. That would be an interesting one to try to revisit again now that I have adult brain and like comprehension skills. Nanosaur was awesome. I couldn't remember because I don't think my computer was old enough to have it. I had Nanosaur 2 on my actual like Mac Mini back in the day. I really need to add a back in the day counter. I'm gonna do that this weekend. It's too much. Comes up too much. But I think my dad's Mac computers had him on it. So you might have played him when we were hanging out over there at some point. It was pretty fun. I wonder even like how you would download that, because it was specifically a Mac thing. Hey, we got the ice arrows that do literally nothing in this game. Completely optional. This arrow magic is granted only to those who complete the difficult training of the Gerudos, so use it with pride. Yes, such a difficult training that we were talking about first-person shooter games most of the time. You don't remember if you played 1 or 2, but you remember, well, do you remember flying or not flying? That would be the main key indicator there. If you remember flying, that was on my computer and we played 2. Yeah, that was 2. But the other, going off of that and springboarding into other Mac OS games, because when you grow up with a Mac computer, my dad had Macs, Apple computers, you know, and it was for he ran an advertising business, and so he did lots of like Photoshop, InDesign kind of things. And they're great for... I'm missing keys. They're great for creative stuff. Absolutely phenomenal for creative stuff. But especially back then, you couldn't game anything. There was a very, very small subset of games that you had access to. And so whatever games came preloaded on the computer were, like, very important. So Nanosaur was one, or whatever games you could get to run, which was, you know, a little few and far between. Marble Blast Gold was a great game. Very Monkey Ball core, if you will allow me to use such a phrase. You're a marble and you jump around. And you go through levels and you get little power-ups. Great game. Great game. Very fun. There's a new game out called, I think, Marble It Up. I'd have to look at, for sure to be certain about the name, but I think it's Marble It Up. I think it's on Steam and Switch and stuff. That is like kind of the spiritual successor to Marble Blast Gold. But yeah, it's a good game. It was fun. Oh, this is the treasure chest above. Is this the key that I needed? Yeah, okay. There was another game that I had that was called Reckless Driving. It was a top-down game in which you were a car, and your objective was to drive recklessly and crash into other cars to get points. Very wholesome gameplay in that one. And then... trying to think. There was Armageddon, which was the Tron light cycles. And you would just zip around. That one was cool because you could play online with other people. I enjoyed that one quite a bit. What else was there? There was... did I go in the room? Over... I think I went in that room over there. Oh, Pocket Tanks. Pocket Tanks was good. That was a fun one. Pocket Tanks still exists. They even have it for mobile, like Android and iOS, I think. It's unfortunately kind of like The Sims in that it is really, really DLC expansion heavy. Like you get 40 or 50 items to start with, or like weapons to start with. But I don't think you get a whole lot, and you gotta buy the expansions to get more, unfortunately. So it's still it's fun. I mean, I haven't played it in a long time, but it was only local multiplayer. So if you weren't sitting at a computer side by side, you didn't really get the best experience. Where the heck is the hole in the ceiling? I'm missing a key as well, and I have yet to come across the heart piece that I need, so this is very concerning to me. Okay, it's not here. But yeah, Pocket Tanks Online would be cool. It's basically Pocket Tanks is just like you take turns shooting at your opponent's tank, and there's like terrain deformation, like very basic. It's 2D, like Worms. It's totally like Worms, but different, like same kind of concept. But it's based on like rounds. So you like do a what's the word? Like you do like a draft pick of the weapons at the start of a match that are randomized from the whole map, or from the whole weapon pool, if you will. And you just take turns picking weapons. And that, oh, we have a puppy dog. Hello, Dublin. Welcome in. How are you? How are you, my friend? Pomeranian Dublin has entered the chat. But he does not want to come up here on my lap, so. Why is this the hardest part of this? I know there's a hole in the ceiling somewhere. Am I just, like, losing it? And I'm missing a key. Is that the key that I'm missing? Is it up? Oof. If it's up... I'm actually missing a heart piece. The toughest part is I have no tracker, so I don't know what heart pieces I've collected. So it's going to be kind of a blind needle in a haystack attempt if I try to find it, if it is not in here. Which, where the heck, if I may, where is this? This is so weird to me. I thought it was on the other side, and I'm not seeing it. It's just like a hole in the ceiling and you climb up the thing. It's not this deep. It's got... Is that it there? No. Is that it over? This is, this is odd. Okay, so there's the room. Why am I not seeing this? Because it's on the other side of the treasure chest up there. So it should be over there somewhere, I would think. Uh-huh. I'm right flummoxed. Left flummoxed. Well, I didn't think that this would be the longest part of this dungeon. We're done with the dungeon as far as getting the ice arrows. But we're missing a key. Oh, it's right there. It's right there. How did I... Oh, whatever. We found it. And unfortunately, this is just going to be the last key, because it's in a small chest. Wasn't even worth it. Sad to say. Sad to say. Well, I can unlock the last door, but, woo, we did it. I'm going to have to really rack my brain to figure out where this last heart piece is that I'm missing. I don't know. Wait. It might be in Ganon's castle. There might be a heart piece in Ganon's castle. It seems weird to me. Because I don't think that there are heart pieces in other dungeons. Maybe I'll just look up and see, is there a heart piece in Ganon's castle? We're about to have real big spoilers. If you have not played Ocarina of Time before, and you would like to maintain your spoiler-free, innocent mind, there's your warning. We're gonna do the spoilers cutscene and then I'm gonna wrap up. I've been waiting for you, Linky. Well, that's not a great voice for her. I mean, for them. Again with the chic butt shots. I don't like that scent. Linky, the hero of time. You have overcome many hardships and awakened 6 sages. Yeah, I have. And now you have a final challenge, a showdown with Ganondorf, the king of evil. Before that, I have things I want to tell only to you. Please listen. Another unknown legend of the Triforce passed down by the Shadow Folk, the Sheikahs. Ooh, it's lore time. If you would seek the sacred triangle, listen well. Why they gotta... It's a Triforce, come on. The resting place of the sacred triangle, the sacred realm, is a mirror that reflects what is in the heart. The heart of one who enters it. If an evil heart, the realm will become full of evil. If pure, the realm will become a paradise. You'd think that they, like, why even have that be a factor? If evil, just still be good. The Triforce, the sacred triangle, it is a balance that weighs the 3 forces, power, wisdom, and courage. If the heart of the one who holds the sacred triangle has all 3 forces in balance, that one will gain the true force to govern all. Not the Triforce, but the true force. But if that one's heart is not in balance, the Triforce will separate into 3 parts: power, wisdom, and courage. Weird how sometimes the non-political political nature of this game just kind of really hits home. Only one part will remain for the one who touched the Triforce, the part representing the force that one believes most in. Yep. If that one seeks the true force, that one must acquire the 2 lost parts. So they made it a little harder for the bad guy. Like, if you don't have a good heart, we're going to break it into pieces, and then you got to go find them. Those 2 parts will be held by others chosen by destiny, Triforce mark on the back of their hands. That's how you know. You get a cool glowing tattoo that you can just be like, show off. 7 years ago, Ganondorf, the King of Thieves, used the door you opened in the Temple of Time and entered the Sacred Realm. Always lock your front door, folks. But when he laid his hands on the Triforce, the legend came true. The Triforce separated into 3 parts. Only the Triforce of Power remained in Ganondorf's hand. The strength of the Triforce of Power enabled him to become a mighty evil king, but his dark ambitions were not satisfied. They never are. To gain complete mastery of the world, Ganondorf started looking for those chosen by the destiny to hold the other 2 Triforce parts. Spoiler alert, the one who holds the Triforce of Courage is you, Linky! And the other, who holds the Triforce of Wisdom, is the 7th sage who is destined to be the leader of them all. Reveal time! Oh, it's your girl Sheik. I mean, it's your girl Zelda. I had my wife play through this game a long time ago, but I was all excited for her to get to this like big reveal moment where it's like Sheik is Zelda. And she was like, yeah, no, I knew. I've played Smash Bros. They transform into one another. It's not exactly, it's like, you know, Darth Vader being Luke's father. It's not really a thing anymore. It is I, the Princess of Hyrule, Zelda. I apologize for meeting you in disguise, but it was necessary to hide from the King of Evil. Please forgive me. On that day, 77 years ago, Ganondorf attacked Hyrule Castle. I saw you as I was escaping from the castle with my attendant Impa. Ooh, black and white flashback cutscene, very nice. But from her perspective. Yeet! I thought I should entrust the Ocarina to you. Thought that you would be our best chance. Well, you thought right, Zelda. Good job. Good on you. As long as you had the Ocarina in your possession, I thought Ganondorf could never enter the Sacred Realm, but something I could never expect happened. You opened the door! After you opened the door of time, the Master Sword sealed you away in the Sacred Realm. Your spirit remained in the Sacred Realm, and then the Triforce fell into Ganondorf's hands. He went on to invade the Sacred Realm. It's really kind of a... You're trying to fix something and you end up making a bigger problem situation here. Ganondorf had become the evil king and the Sacred Realm became a world of evil. All of this is an unfortunate coincidence. I passed myself off as a Sheikah and hoped that you would return. I waited for 7 years. Not a whole lot to do in Hyrule. She must have been really bored. And now you are back. Oh, we're so back. The Dark Age ruled by Ganondorf will end. The 6 sages will open the sealed door and lure Ganondorf back into the Sacred Realm. I will then seal the door to the Sacred Realm from this world. Thus, Ganondorf the Evil King will vanish from Hyrule. For this time. Now, Linky, in order to do this, I need your courage again. Please protect me while I do my part. And here's a weapon that can penetrate the Evil King's defenses. The power given to the Chosen Ones. The Sacred Arrow of Light. She just has that this whole time. I do kind of like how the arrows are like encased in the crystal magic in this. Like, I think that's a cool effect. You got the light arrow. Set it to sea and your arrows will be powered up. The light of justice will smite all evil. Uh-oh. Things are a-rumbling. Rumbling, tumbling. That rumbling, it can't be? Oh, she's been put in the crystal. Princess Zelda, you foolish traitor. I commend you for avoiding my pursuit for 7 long years. Imagine if she just stayed in the costume. She wouldn't have been, like, he's like on Google searching for Zelda, 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 and can't find her because she's chic. Very clever, very clever. But you let your guard down. I knew you would appear if I let this kid wander around. Oh, he's feeling so smart right about now, isn't he? Uh-oh. My only mistake was to slightly underestimate the power of this kid. Not a kid. No, it was not the kid's power I misjudged. It was the power of the Triforce of Courage. But with the Triforce of Wisdom that Zelda has, and when I obtain these 2 Triforces, then I will become the Triest Forced of them all. Ha 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 ha. If you want to rescue Zelda, come to my castle. There's the laugh. Ye old classic laugh. All right. There we go. Finding the last heart piece is the only other. I'm not getting the bottle. It's not happening. I'm not gonna do big Poe hunting. I'm not gonna get the last Skulltulus. I just don't really want to. Don't really want to. But so yeah, I did a ton tonight. Like absolutely wild how much I got done. I knew I'd get through both the dungeons, the Shadow Temple and Spirit Temple. Did not really think a whole lot about doing all the extra stuff at the end, but trading game done. So that's nice. Oh, now we just have to find that last heart piece. So thanks again for everyone hanging out. Have a good night. Bye, everyone.